Hello guys, how's it going guys? How's it going? Hello survivors. I'm here. Just a little bit distracted. But we here guys, we here. Hope you're all doing well on this Thursday. Thursday the 23rd. Okay. I'm gonna get spammed to hell with that, I think. Every time I see a 1 there, it's like, oh, new offer, great. It's gonna be one of these resetting, I think. A lot of the time. A lot of the time. Okay. Let's see where we're at. I'm gonna be doing this roadmap. I don't know. Catch up on you guys in chats. If you want to say something, I will be reading chat in just a second. Okay, there we go. Okay, who have we got in chat? We got Mercy. He was number 1. Thank you very much for tuning in, Mercy. Appreciate it. Hello, hello indeed. What's up, Chankler? I want to say Chankler. Or yeah, I want to say Chankler. Or is it Chandler? Or is it Dandler? You can't try to do this. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you're trying something. Sometimes people try something with the letters. They're trying something. What's up, Potato Boy? Hello, hello. Cygnus, good evening. Good evening. Congrats on 10k. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. 10k, big milestone for my channel, obviously. Huge, absolutely massive. And tomorrow there will be a video coming out about that, and I will talk about that a little bit more in a minute. But tomorrow there will be a little bit of a video coming out there. Who else we got? We have got Dylan. Hello, thank you very much for tuning in. You want me to go 3 times speed? The reason I go ×1 is literally so I can, like, I go so quick. Look, ×3, right? I'd be like, hello Dylan, thank you very much for tuning into my channel. What's up, Diablo? Bridger Robbins, you see how I'm already like halfway through it? See? I don't want to be back and forth. I just want to be chatting to you guys for a little bit while I'm doing something that's straightforward and just let it run. But thank you for tuning in, guys. Hey up, who's the best to go for S-Class wise? I'm 120 off Priya and already have Arab. I would say Priya is the best to go for. Next, I would say probably, in terms of just like straight up S-Class, I would probably say Princess is really, really good as an S-Class character. Really, really good. See this one, I do ×1. There we go. Who else we got? Thank you very much, Bridger. Thank you, appreciate it. Piece of cake, thank you, man. Appreciate that. It's, like I say, it's just mad. It's mad. I still remember, like, I told this story a little while ago where, like, I hit, I think, 1.5k subscribers and I nearly quit. Like, I was really close to quitting at 1.5k subscribers. It wasn't anything to do with YouTube. It was just to do with, like, actually, it was mainly to do with a lot of the RTS community. Just, I wasn't really feeling it. I got a lot of negativity thrown my way. But I powered through. I didn't think it was worth the hassle. But what do you know? What do you know? Maybe it was worth it. 10k. I didn't ever think it would happen, honestly. I didn't ever think it was going to happen. How are your rewards from the hell pulls? I haven't done any pulls yet. I'm going to do all my pulls at the end. Hopefully I get the full 100 across both my regions. Potato Boy saying hello like 100 times. Hello. My luck has been insane for the Hell Wheel. I've got Raven and Harper. Hey, that's not too bad. That's pretty good. What's up, Flapjack Meatrix? Love your name. Love the name. What's up, Kawaii? Please speed 3. The reason I do speed 1, like I already said, is because I'm chatting. I do speed 3 no volume when I normally play. Like I only ever hear the sound, guys, and I've even had people in chat say they only ever hear the sounds when they're in the chat. So it's true. I don't ever play a sound otherwise, ever. Do a draw your life. Do a draw your life. I might actually have a suggestions like chat in my Discords for people to like suggest stuff. In terms of maybe games to play, stuff to do, that sort of thing. Thank you very much, Connor. What's up, Shane? What's up, Ivan? Thanks for tuning in. 10k. I can't even make it up to 100. Man, it just stacks, right? Diablo, it stacks. You know, when you're creating content, you got to keep consistent with it. I'd say like when I first started, the first 6 months, you can go back and check. The first 6 months I did like less than 10 videos in the first 6 months, but I got like over 200 subscribers from that because I was consistently doing the same thing every time. I did my monthly pulls every month, and people wanted to watch the next one. I think that's what happened. People wanted to watch the next one. And then I decided to cover every single event that came out in RTS. And then I decided to do like every character that came out. You just build up on that, build up on that. If you go hard on it at the beginning and then you stop doing parts of it, like you're not consistent. You know, if I started doing like events, characters, and everything, and then I just stopped doing it for like the next 5 characters, people aren't going to subscribe to come back to my channel to do it. So like, you know, got to build up. It can take time, but that's my recommendation. If you want to become a YouTuber at anything, is just don't go all out too quickly. Build yourself up nice and slow. Consistency. There are some YouTubers, massive YouTubers. I think Jenna Marbles is one of the most famous ones for it. They only release 1 video a week, just one day a week. Everybody knows it's coming out that day though, but 1 video a week, you know, and that's why they're really successful. Good quality, it's important. Corona, yes. Okay, Killbetter, what's up? Should I get or skip Pete? It's up to you. I've got Pete. I have not really used him that much. I'm going to be honest. I have not really used him. I have 1 max 6-star princess and Mercer already, so I'm already halfway. I struggle with defense. Like, you struggle to get defense. I would say weapons make a big difference to defense. Really big difference. Make sure you got a command on your defense team, even if it is a 6-star. Like, this is my defense team, and just if I just say like forget about one of the characters that's in here, like this is my defense team right now because I dropped my team for the current event. But my normal defense team, it gets a reasonable amount of defense. This is my like weaker region when it comes to my the power of my teams effectively on defense, especially. Where is my defense team? It's all the way down here somewhere, right? No, I don't even know where it is. Let me just find it again. Okay, there it is. But I know a lot of people don't have Doc Stevens, and I actually removed Priya from my defense team because I realized like she's not going to be doing much because she hasn't got a rampage weapon. On my other region, I've got a rampage weapon, so I have Priya. But I think Princess is going to be more annoying because of the active skill if that goes off. And I seem to get a reasonable amount of defense with this. It's not like an A1 defense team or anything like that. Fairly under-leveled as well because I don't think it's like solid, so I'm not going to put loads of time into leveling them up. And I just saved it without Doc Stevens, yes. Obviously, Doc Stevens makes a big difference there. Just command him turn 1. A lot of distraction with 2 6-stars when the S-class characters are the real issue, but yeah. But I would recommend Princess, mainly for attack though. Princess's normalize is amazing. These weapons are so hard to create. Yes, they are. I do not have a special in this region. I do not have a special in this region. Like, a 4 slot, you know? I'm trying for one. I'm trying to get Rampage. In my other region, I've got Rampage and Critical Expert, and I get so many defends on that region because Heng Yan's hitting crits every single time. And when he hits a crit, that's Headhunter, which means crosshairs. And then if it takes someone down, they're decapped. So like, it doesn't even matter if they run a revive on attack. I can decap a Priya first turn with him, which is insane. Like that's just like crazy. He can be really strong. Heng Yan on defense is just so good, really really good. With the critical export. I mean, without it he's still good, but with it it's insane. Is there a new S-class coming out tonight? Any leaks on the toon? I don't think there is. It looks like it's going to be Eugene as a rerun, which is kind of strange. I think they would have been better off just extending the current Jackie one, because I think Eugene is probably one of the weaker S-classes. Maybe they wanted to try and get his numbers up. I don't know. But I don't think he's a great one. I think many people really got him, maybe got lucky on Survivors Club pulls and stuff. I think a good one to rerun would have been like either Jackie, just extend her run to 2 weeks instead of being 1, or I don't know. Maybe re-release a character that is maybe like decent. Let me see the recent ones that were released. Maybe Rick. I mean, I would have been happy with that one. But maybe Rick. I mean, they could have done Matteo again. Rosita would have been a better one. Maybe even Shiva. I mean, maybe not for like the 100 for, you know, the guarantee, but 20 for the cards. I think they would have just got more pulls from that. But I think I'm not sure of the reasoning. You know, I'm not sure if they're going to release the reasoning. But there's no promo this week apparently. But there could be something else coming up. We don't know what's coming up. We could potentially have the gold bars character like next week, and they just wanted to like, I don't know. Who knows, guys? Who knows what's going on? I'm hoping runes drop at the same rate this war as the last. Got 120 from war. Yeah, I got quite a lot from war as well. It was a blitz, so I wasn't really awake that much. I'm going to be honest. But I'm nearly up to 100s, and I'll hit 300. I think if it drops the same rate in war, I'll hit 300s because I'll war quite a lot. I'll make sure. And my other region I got 150, so I'm still doing my raids and stuff. There is a raid tournament on right now. It's got a day and 4 hours left. I haven't scored that high, but I'm going to hit top milestone for sure. I'm probably going to try and get into the top 50. But I think it's going to be less points required this time round because a lot of people were just doing it heavy because of the rune drops last time as well. But I mean, it's still good. I mean, you probably have to get top milestone right now. Yeah, top milestone right now to just get top 50. I think they need to make the milestones go higher in raid because they're the scoring consistently is much higher than the milestones right now. When you compare that to level ups, like if we compare this to level ups, let's go to a previous level up where I finished 25th for 1.75. Yeah, 3 million, which is the top milestone, gets you nearly top 10, right? Nearly. Whereas the top milestone in raids doesn't even get you top 50. So they definitely need to make. I think they need to make a. Let's have a little look. They probably need to make a 3,500 and maybe a 5,000, in my opinion. Because like let's look at my recent ones. In the last event, I was 36th and I had 7.3k. Yeah. Like, let's see how far down top milestone was. It's probably ridiculously low. This is my region. I mean, it's quite an active region. 161st for top milestone, right? 161st. Yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna catch up with you in my comments. Disassemble weapons. I mean, I could. I don't really care, but I could. I got nothing good from the Hell Wheel. I'm hoping to get Dorian. And obviously I need Dylan. You need to get Dylan, basically. You need to get lucky because, yeah. My pulls have been insane. 2 Dylans, Harper, Doc, Raven, Mia. Nice. I mean, 1 Dylan's great, but 2, I mean, I guess it doesn't really mean too much. Thank you very much, Eric. I appreciate it. I'm going to fast a month. You're going to fast for a month. Well, good luck. I remember the sorry for the unenthusiastic vid you used to do when you were burning out from RTS. Glad you powered through and congrats on the 10k. I can't remember that one in particular. I mean, it's been ups and downs. I think the game, I used to be very much like my content could be heavily influenced by how the game was at the time. So if I was happy with the game, my content was quite steady and the flow was good. But if I was unhappy with the game, which it does happen, you know, my content would suffer. I managed to get into the position psychologically where like the most important thing was my YouTube channel, not the game, you know, and that makes me power through. So even if I'm not feeling the game, I can still get content out. It can maybe make me sound a little bit salty sometimes, like you can tell on my streams if I'm a little bit salty about the game, like when there's a current event out which I really dislike how they've like presented or like, you know, done it. I'm definitely salty about it. Like this Hell Hath No Fury event, if they didn't increase the hell drops in war, I would have been so salty today. I'm not gonna lie. I recently pulled Tobin. What's up, SR Games? I recently pulled Tobin off the Prestige Wheel. Is he still useful? He hits really hard. because he's got on a roll, but I don't know. I think 6-star damage dealers are kind of done. You have the shop. I have the new shop. Yeah, I have the new shop. Because I'm in beta, I got the new shop. There's nothing in the black market right now. Did you guys see the update on the blog about the black market? Let me see if I can bring it up and just read it out. I might do a video on this. Would you guys like me to do like a coverage video on the black market to explain how it works? I think I'll do that. I'll do that instead. Basically, it's going to be about events, and then there's going to be something special in there. They haven't really talked about stuff, but like, let's say they do an events thing, and it's going to be an events trade-in. So, for instance, they could potentially bring up. It won't happen in this event, I don't think, but it could be like they bring up an exchange. It's mainly going to be exchanges where you can exchange like hell runes for heaven runes, let's say. That isn't going to... They haven't confirmed that or anything. This is just me giving an example. But I think they said they're going to bring out a test event just to show you how it works in the future once everyone's updated. So we have got a golden kendama event starting next week. So the black market could be part of that. Today is update 23.0. I think it has been forced. Yes, I think it has been forced. What's up? How is it? Alamilla. Hello. What's up, Ivan? I have one rampage. Yeah, even one's great. Even one's great. Does anyone else think Dylan's... Sorry. I'm losing comments. Does anyone else think Dylan's 5- and 6-star character is a bit lazy in terms of design? I think he's mainly an S-class character. If you mean visual design, I think they've basically made the 5- and 6-star character of a lot of these ones kind of like underwhelmingly visual wise, like you see, you know. Then you look at the S-class and it's just like boom, like geared up to the teeth basically, which I'm okay with. I don't mind too much, you know. It's just I think this is basically meant to represent like day one of the apocalypse effectively. That's my idea, at least. Like, this is him on day one, and then this is him like today. That's what I've got in my head, at least. I don't know about you guys, but that's how I see it. Is Fast Alpha good because I pulled her in Hellport? No, she's not that great. She's okay for like SR and stuff, but not much else. Anyone having that bug when you log in? No. What bug? Everyone seems to get S-Class Pete except me. Kind of annoying. I mean, if you want him, I think Mercer's a better leader to go for. If you want an actual like defense leader, it's crit expert hard to get. Yeah, it's this 4-slot tier 4, so it's like the hardest one to get. Shiva Force, yes. Are you on iOS? Uninstall and reinstall. Okay. Raid tournaments are probably one of the most competitive events. Yeah, for sure. Open the chat for a minute. I'm in the chat. I'm talking to you guys. Let me just keep the right roadmap running. You're going to replay. Check out top and level up. Oh, is it you? Is it you, Cygnus? I'll check that out in a second. So who's the next promo? Eugene is today's, but is a repeat, so we haven't got a brand new promo. How many heaven tokens do you have? I think I've only got like 25. The heaven drops have been awful. Hopefully they increase them, but I doubt it. I wonder if AJ will even come now. His leaks were many months ago. They probably won't do Willy. They could. If they haven't been leaked, it's unlikely, you know. But do remember, like, it took them 6 months to release Diego. We saw his visuals like ages before. 6 months to have Michelle. Sometimes it can be like trying to line up with something else. There might be something Telltale actually happening, and because of the delays, because of what's going on in the world, they might have tried to delay AJ a little bit for when that's going to happen. We do not know. Like, there could be like a promo, like a special edition Telltale game or something. I don't know, because I mean it doesn't make too much sense that they're doing Telltale stuff. I mean, I don't think it's a game, otherwise we would have had a little bit more info. Because they generally will, like, it'll be at panels and stuff, and like PAX or like E3. They had that first before the leaks came into RTS. Is Fast Alpha with... I already said, she's okay, but she's mainly good for like SR and stuff. Pretty much. What's up, Moon? Hello, hello, welcome. They could use Willie's design and then change his stats though. Willie's design was used for Matteo. I wonder if... yeah, sorry, I already read that one. Kinda blah day. What's up, man? I got 1 5-star Jackie on a members pool. Don't think I've ever been so lucky. I'm on... Hey, congrats. Congrats. I didn't get anything. I didn't get anything. Who's at top? This guy, look at him. Cygnus. This guy. You gunning, Cygnus, for number 1. Arav cards. You want those Arav cards? Or are you just hitting top milestone quickly? I think I'm done in this level up. Although I've got nearly 1 million, so I might as well go for 1.1, right? Oh, there's a gold mod there. Did they change that? What used to be there? It used to be a ticket, right? I think there used to be a ticket there. I'm not sure. What would I prefer, a ticket or a gold mod? I mean, it's a hard one. Should be the same groups as towers as Blitz. Oh, what for CRW? Please disassemble weapons too much. Yeah, I'll disassemble weapons after I open my weapons skill better. Towers change, we get to be up on Link. Oof. I used to be Moonman, Major Tom. Now you got the exclusive. Now you got the exclusive. What? I don't know what you're saying. What's up, Danny? Hello, hello. JC, yes. Who is AJ? He is the character from Telltale. He is apparently having a character being added to Road to Survival, but he's the last Telltale leak that we have seen that we like know is coming just based on leaks of visuals. How many years have you been playing this? I think it worked out as a very long time. I keep thinking it's like, I think it's 5 years later on this year. I'm pretty sure 4 or 5 years. I can't remember. I don't really want to work it out. I've been nearly 3 years on YouTube. In August, I'm 3 years in YouTube. I hear quick. Not got much left in the tank. I'd probably sit then at 3 mil. There's other moons out there. Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's not uncommon to use the word moon. Is Yefeng still good? Yes, she works well with other characters. Just maxed my princess, about 5k cards, so close to her S-class. S-class princess is beast. I'm basically putting her in a You Got Lucky every single time right now because, yeah, she's just monstrous. Even as a non-maxed out S-class, like, let's have a little look. She's tier 3 for me, but she does so much work. She's nearly tier 4. I've got the gear. I've got the gear in my bag, so I can do that. That's not a problem. Okay, we're gonna do weapons, guys. Tell me left or right. I think I'm going for a rampage, but I think the other one's another stun on attack because I love myself a healing stun. I love myself healing stun because my idea is I think an Ivanova team will become quite important, and I think if I load up on stun on attack just for a little bit more control, because a lot of the green characters don't seem to have much control otherwise. But Ivanova's got no control. She needs to have a stun on attack weapon. Kind of needed. Is it worth reforging a 5-star weapon? It costs 2k tokens to reset Leon's blade. Yeah, I mean, it's only worth it if you're going for something good. Like I've constantly reset my double attack weapon to try and go for rampage constantly. When you reset it, it goes back to what it was when you upgrade it to 5-star. So you're not going to completely lose all your stuff. Locke, have you been exercising during quarantine? Yeah, I've been weightlifting. I went for a walk today. Been good. Okay, left, right, left, right, left. Okay, we're going left first. If it's a tough weapon, we want rampage. Rampage will make a big difference. It'll be our first 4-slot special in this region. Makes a massive difference in war, I'm not going to lie, in terms of how quickly you can hit. If it's a strong weapon, it's going to be healing stun. So we'll see what we can get. Left first. Okay, it's not going to crit. We're not going to get the luck here. No luck. That's okay. That's okay. We're saving the luck for this one, right? That's what we're doing. We're saving the luck for the right one. Because this is going to be Rampage. This is gonna be Rampage. This has got to be like we're in the 20s now. Oh my god, this guy. I'm losing my. Oh my god, I'm losing my brain right now. When attacking, a better chance for 2 teammates to gain camouflage for 1 turn. I mean, camouflage is okay, but no, not even gonna get a crit, man. I think we've had like 3 weeks and like 1 crit in 3 weeks on the weekly streams. It's been really bad. Like, so yeah, basically I didn't get what I wanted here, so I'm gonna reset it. And you can see where it goes back to on the right hand side. So you can see where I only lose the 4th slot. And then I'm gonna just keep trying for Rampage. I mean, like I have been, guys, just keep trying and keep trying and keep trying, because it's, what can you do? What can you do? So reset it. Go back, back, back. Okay. Can we take territories? No. Okay. I don't even think I've got a blowtorch if I did. Let's have a little look. I might have a spare. So if it pops up, I might do a cheeky. Okay, I don't have a blowtorch, never mind. Let's just forget everything I was just talking about. Just forget everything. You're gonna have bad luck. I mean, that's the easy prediction. The difficult prediction would be telling me when I'm actually gonna get something that I want. If you said that at the right time, I'd actually rate you. Like, I know I'm probably not gonna get anything for weeks, but if you were to tell me which exact, week I'm gonna get a good pull, then I'd rate it. Then I'd rate it for sure. What's the fastest way to get prayer cards? Because I'm trying to get my first one. I just need 600 cards for my first one. Torches, daily roadmap. That's pretty much it now, because she doesn't really pop up elsewhere. I think she's in war crates. I think she is in war crates. I've got some war crates here, so we'll see if she pops up. I've already got her, but yeah, we'll see. I did buy an offer earlier this week, guys. I bought the 420 offer. And I've got 40 bags of trainers there. I was trying to disclose if I spend stuff, And I think that was a pretty good offer. I think it was like £18.99. And you've got like 50 trainers. There we go. Heng Yan. I think it's Heng Yang, Lao Po. And the new battle crate is pretty decent. And Priya's in here as well. I'm actually happy to get Heng Yan cards because I don't have him in this region. So him and Lao Po, I'll take. I will take. I've got quite a few crates. Didn't think I would this much. There we go. There's a Priya cards. So that's how you can get Priya as well. 20 is not much, so Lao Po as well. Some Heng Yan. So we just got 1% of an S-class character. Doesn't sound like a lot, but that was just from doing some warring. It wasn't like I got anything else. I got more than, I think, another 3 or 4% from actually placement. So yeah. Okay, we want some cards. Not cards. We want some trainers, and we want some. What else do we want? Tickets. We want tickets. Okay, Ulysses will do. Lilith, yes, please. Tickets, lovely. We get a bit of everything. She's in war crates. Yep. What's up, Albert? There's a tour. He's not been doing good for me recently, for sure. I haven't got any runes out of my last 10 raid victories. The drop rate is rough. I think it's like 15 to 20% by my calculations. Should I wait for 2k more cards of S prayer before I ring promote and reforge her? Yes. Don't bother. Well, you can maybe upgrade her weapon a little bit if you want to use her in the meantime, but don't bother using veteran rings because they will be destroyed effectively when she gets upgraded. You think they're going to make any more S-class Telltale characters? If so, who would you want? I have requested one Telltale character. I requested Telltale Lily, just because I think she's massively unrepresented when it comes to like, they got Dorian in there, and I thought it makes sense. Dorian's part of that like crew, but the leader of that crew is Lily, so it makes no sense that Dorian's there and Lily isn't. So I requested Lily. I'd love to have like a Javi, Kenny, you know, all the, you know, prime Telltale characters as S-Class, and I'm sure that will eventually happen, you know, but it doesn't make any sense that Lily didn't come with like Minerva and Abel. You know, Minerva, Abel, and Dorian with Lily, that would have made sense to me in my head. I hate fighting a Princess Frost combo. Yeah, it can be tough. That second turn active is really, really tough. We're just gonna open the terrible mods. I don't think I have any flat mods today. I've got a lot of golds though. Quite a lot of golds. Okay, didn't get anything from those ones. We're gonna open the 50/50s. That would have been a nice mod. We want some decent ones. I mean, yeah, we want some like days resist on defense. Okay, here we go. Defense on defense. Okay. Any guesses, guys? Any guesses? We've got S-Class Princess today. Congrats! Makes a big difference. My game keeps crashing. Anyone know how to fix this? Either uninstall, reinstall. Make sure you've got like 200 megabytes of space. There is an update that's gone out, so you have to update your game now. So it might be because they haven't updated. Make sure you've got like 200, 300 megabytes of space on your device. On the same part of your device where the game's installed. It's important. The Living Walks, hello. Hello, thank you very much for tuning in. Sierra, hello from Brazil. It's been great help to watch you. You're welcome. Thank you very much. Appreciate the comments. Thank you very much for tuning into my live stream. Hope you're doing well on this Thursday. I get 1 to 3 runes per can. I mean, generally you get 1 to 2, yeah. I finally got my maxed ring. She's a powerhouse. Yeah, I mean, she's absolutely insane right now for me, and yeah, I can't wait to get her maxed out. Is Raulito with Jiafeng in a team good? Yeah, pretty much the only way you can use Jiafeng is with Raulito. Like, otherwise, I've seen her being used on a defense team quite a lot recently, right? And I one-shot her instantly. Don't ever use her on defense, really. You can't really use her on defense. Like, she's like vet ringed and everything. I just hit her one shot with a Bria. Just gone. If you had to do, if you do have a plat mod, it's go for taunt resist. I definitely have no plat mods, unfortunately. I didn't see any on sale or anything. Let's have days resist today. Yes, please. Days on crit. No. Best mods for Doc. I'll show you my mods for Doc, but I wouldn't necessarily say they're the best. It's just they work for me. My game was crashing earlier too. I checked Facebook to make sure I was still connected and that the game and reinstalled the game worked perfectly fine now. Yeah, updating, uninstalling, reinstalling can sometimes flush things out. So we want a HP or defense set with days resist. That's not too bad. Crit on crit isn't too bad. We want days resist is quite important. Taunt resist, okay, not bad. Getting quite way through the mods. We've got loads of mods in War. They seem to have upped the amount of mods in War. Before you could get 10, now you can get 15, I think. Yeah, that's not a nice combo. Yeah, stat mods. That's okay. I'll take that one. It's not great. Combo. That's alright. Another. It's a dupe. Defense while confused. I mean, has anyone come up against Jackie? When you get confused for one turn, does it run out the second your turn finishes, or are you still confused on the enemy's first turn as well? And then when it comes back to your turn, it runs out. Because if it runs out instantly, that kind of makes that mod useless. Like a one-turn confused makes defense while confused useless. I mean, it makes... it's hard to know. Like if you're still confused, like just the marker above your head on their first turn, and then, yeah. It ends after your turn. Eesh. Maybe they need to fix that, because like that makes that mod really pointless. Because, yeah. Okay, Graze on defense is actually pretty nice. That's a nice combo as well. Come on, man. Give me daze resist. Defense on defense. We've got a couple of those, actually. It's not too bad. Okay. I'll just show you my dock in a second. League plat boxes give plats. No, unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. If it's a gold box, it gives gold, basically. With all the new S-Class heroes, does this mean regular 6-star heroes are going to be obsolete as we go forward? They're going to be less useful. 6 stars can still be used on attack teams, and I think they're going to be usable on attack teams for quite a long time. Because like in the 6-star era, we had exactly the same situation where 5 stars were usable. But on defense teams, you want to try and make your defense team as S-class as possible going forward. Like right now, I think there only should be particular specialists that you have on your defense team, or really strong tier 1 characters like Dr. Stevens, who's not a like good specialist, but I mean it's okay, but it's mainly his rush, right? So like commands on defense teams absolutely fine, because even though they're a 6-star, they're kind of a priority target because they can make an S-class character rush faster, and because they're a priority target, it means that your S-class characters are going to be more chance to be left alone. So yeah, what's up, GB? Sorry I missed you, man. How you doing, bruv? Thanks for tuning in, man. High lockdown. Do you think the knife for Krista will come back soon? It depends. It depends. If they, well, I guess it's going to come back when it comes back, you know? I think they should do like a 44 limit like they did to the current one on the heads. That worked quite nicely. I think they should do that with the knives as well. Okay, valuable rewards. Okay, I'll take these. Oh wait, I mean this region I'm maxed out on these already, so I mean I might just take them anyway, and I'll leave the big crates again. Okay, it's gear. We're going for Mercer. Okay, here we are going for Mercer. I think I got 2 or 3 or 4. 4. Okay, this is the big crate. Okay, we'll leave that. And we've got a little crate. And we've got big crate. What's this from? What's this from? 50. Oh, this was from the inbox thing. Okay. That was like the free gift for the conversion thing. Okay. 130, and then this is a gearbox. Yeah, we're gonna claim some of these. I'm gonna get Princess up to tier 4, so that she's nice and done, and I can just blitz her through with stuff. How many did it need? 30, right? I think it needs 30. I only needed 8, so. And I need some of these. Oh. Hello! What the hell are these doing here? I don't even know what these are from. Is this from Onslaught, maybe? Yeah, maybe. I don't even know. Well, it's nice to meet you guys. Thank you very much for joining the roster. Select the gear. What is going on? Just like finding stuff in my... This is just like, it's an adventure, guys. It's like Christmas. Okay, I think I've got some... I should have some GPS and canteen somewhere. I think they're in a grey box, I want to say. I think I've collected enough of those. Have I collected all my... Have I collected all of... No, I haven't. Okay. I think I collected them first. Yeah, I did. Here they are. Okay, I'll collect like a couple of each. I think I only needed like 3. So there's 3 canteens. I'll take 3 GPS. And... Oh! The game is a 5-star as well. Lovely. Let me just get her up. so I don't forget. Persona. What's up, Dwayne? Thank you very much for tuning in. Appreciate it. Greetings to Canada from the UK. Okay, I think it needs a bit more food. Oh no, I've got it. We're good. Yeah, we're good. Oh yeah, tier 4. Lovely, chubbly. Okay, I need another 100k. Never mind. He's got to drop defense up. Okay. I have Jackie did almost nothing. Just hit second unaimed. Is Gator worth it getting one day? I can't get him right now because I wasted my markers on Eric. He's a drop leader. That's pretty much his main like usable thing. I am using him right now for raids because apparently he can potentially make a difference in raids. But who knows? How's your gear situation? My gear's all right. I'm still getting through some of the shattered spring gear. I pretty much do not tier 4 anyone that isn't an S-class character now. So GPS and canteens are exclusively used on S-class characters. Like this top team that I've got here are generally the characters I'm leveling up. And as you can see, 4 of them are S-class potential characters. The only reason I'm leveling up her, which I'm actually going to send her right now, is because I think she's a pretty nice usable character. It's a shame I didn't get her as a 6-star in my war pool, but I think she's quite a nice character, and I like her. She's cool. We're going to use the dupes, even though who knows what's going on with these. Some dupes I'm going to leave alone. You see me going past some people, don't worry too much about it. Some characters I like having dupes of, like the Michonnes. Islamic Michonnes, I got these. We'll use him. Okay, we use a red Romanov. We use a okay, roses. Done. Okay. Well, listen, I don't think there's any of these ascendable anyway. So, okay, which one was ascendable? Herschel. All right. We're gonna get 6-star Alina. I just got up to 3 million silver medals as well. There we go. I wouldn't have been baited so hard in my war pool if I got her as a 6-star as well, because it's really obvious who she is. In my war pool, I thought she was Ivy. Real negative feelings when it came to the war pool. What is she? She's a lacerator. I'm really hoping some of the next quality of life improvements are going to be on the roster, because finding characters is really hard right now. Like, I have to list by specialist skill and then scroll. I would really like to be able to just type in a name or something. And I also need to learn the alphabet. H, there we go. Lacerator. Good. I also need to 6-star Jiafeng. Davey just rushes turn 1 and Rex. Do you think the war wheel is good? Not really. Nothing in there is actually like tier 1, you know, as at 6-star level. I think it would have been better if there was like Diego, Alice, you know, those sort of characters in there. Slater, those would have been good characters to have in there. But otherwise, no. I think the Hell Hath No Fury wheel is better. In terms of some of the characters in here, like there's Harper. I think Mia's like a good 6-star. I don't think. I mean, he's a fun 6-star. I don't think he's great. Sheldon's okay. Certain teams, but there are some duds in this wheel. But definitely Harper. I think there's Raven. I saw a lot of Ravens in war. People using Ravens on defense teams. L's okay. Doc obviously is great. And then yeah, then it goes along to the 2-star gear. I've got no idea what there's 2-star gear in here, man. Uncommon gear. Who would have known opening stuff in your inventory would get you? It's like magic, right? I don't know what is going on there. I don't know how far back. I just don't open stuff sometimes. Okay, we're gonna claim a Mercer. Okay, wait. This is me first claiming him, yes. Okay, good. I was getting a bit worried. Sometimes it's hard to keep track. Hard to keep track. Who else are we going to claim? I hate that I can mistakenly do that. I hate it. Are we going to claim a second Heng Yen? I think I will. I think I will. Is it 2? Still scared. 1 out of 4. Okay. Actually, no, I'm not going to do this just yet. I'm not going to do that. I've got this like theory, at least a hope. I think it's more of a hope than a theory. I hope they're going to add a 5-star version of an S-class character to the next leagues. Like Heng Yan or Lao Po would be great. One of the early characters. Who are the early ones? Don't think they'll do Priya. It's like Lao Po, Raulito, or Heng Yan. I think one of those 3 as a 5-star to leagues would be great. Oh, you wanted me to check Doc's mods? I do apologize. This is what I have on Doc right now, and it's mainly to combat the 2 main teams that I come up against, which is going to be Angel teams and Mercer teams. But if I want to use him against Jackie, I have to either pull a second one of him or not use him at all. I don't think I actually have to use him as much in the team idea I've got for Jackie teams, which I will share in the future. I just have to get it together a little bit more. But I don't necessarily need a Doc because it isn't so much about speed. It's more about control. So, because it's you know what Doc Stevens does, right? He speeds up rushes, but a lot of heavy control is on actives. So Dr. Stevens doesn't do anything when it comes to actives, and they could potentially get a character out in the future. Actually, that would be interesting, whether like a character improves the speed of someone's active or something like that. But right now, Dr. Stevens does nothing, obviously, towards actives. So, like, I'm thinking of like Wang Fa and Princess, basically turn 2 actives. Lots of control there, no heals, lots of taunt. Would be nice. Thank you very much for tuning in, Chip Chaser. I appreciate it. Satisfaction, Slater or Xander? Which one do you recommend? I got both. Slater, definitely. But he needs an upgraded weapon. I mean, I think they both do, but I think Xander's weapon is a little bit better, like, to start off with. Benjamin, I have only just realised, is Princess meant to look like she's nicked in her? She was a Christmas character, so yeah. Yeah. That's expensive for tier 4. Yep, tier 4 and S-class characters are really expensive. She's only my 3rd tier 4 S-class, I think. No, 4th. Yeah. It's really expensive leveling up S-class characters, but she's definitely worth maxing out. Mirth? Did I say mirth waxing? Let's just move on. So apparently I'm in the same region as Lady Geek. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Do you think the War Wheel is good or needs better characters? I think that it could do with some more characters. If you command her, she'll turn 1 exhaust, bleed, and lacerate. Oh, we're talking about her. Does she have 100% health reduction? She does, actually. Only for 2 turns, though. Oh, it's for 3. Oh, everyone, can you hear? I'm not sure if you can hear this. I'm going to point my mic towards my window. Can you hear it? Can you hear this? Like lots of beeping. Like people are outside the house clanging pots and stuff. This is like a tradition in the UK. 8 PM on a Thursday, everyone just like goes outside the house and makes as much noise as possible. This is just to say, like, thank you to the NHS. So yeah, I would be doing the same. They're not protesting, no. This is more like a thank you. My PC is probably going to die because my CPU sucks really bad. Upgrade! I didn't realise she had been out that long. She's been out for quite a while. She was released at Christmas, obviously because of the elf outfit. So I mean, I got her pretty quickly. She is a promo. I got like 50% of her in the event, so I mean, I can say I'm pretty happy with how Princess went. It was maybe a little bit frustrating because I had 50% and then it was just like no cards. Then she suddenly starts appearing in war, and it's just like it's gonna take years, you know. Wasn't she in an event? Someone remind me. She was in an event like an SR, and they gave tons of cards. I'm pretty sure that was a mistake. That had to have been meant to have been 50 cards per crate, but it was 500. Does anyone remember that one? Thinking back right now, that must have been a mistake, right? That must have been, because you got 3k cards for coming first or something, or 4k cards. That was insane. 3k. It wasn't a single crate. Was it like multiple 500s, right? What's up, Mr. C? Sorry, I didn't see you sneak in. Sneaky Mr. C, with your new picture. I saw that last stream. I was like, oh, he's got a new picture. You think they should do a choose your side event with in the 6-star version of S-Class? I think they should do a choose your side event with an S-Class, just like straight up S-Class character, kind of like how they're doing it in gold crates, but make it so you have to grind for it, kind of like how the Princess event was. And if you're someone who wants to pay, you can get both characters, like if you're going to whale out. But if you're not, if you're someone who's free to play, you can get one character. I think that'd be kind of good. So yeah. Yeah, I went in on that event. What was it? It was Faction SR or something. It was Faction SR, right? I took bullets over Mercer. Have you ever used Raulito? I have actually got S-Class characters that I've never really used. Dayu, for instance. I love her, yeah. She's definitely a great character. But I don't really have any use for her yet. I just really wanted her. And that's why I haven't made a video for her, because I don't think I can really make a good video. I just got Raulito. They can work together. That's the big thing. I kind of want Wang Fa. And on my other region, I've got S-Class Wang Fa maxed out. I didn't really use him that much, but I think I'm going to start using him quite a bit more. Do you think we will be getting shards exchange? It's hard to know. I'll do a video on it, but they did do a talk about what the black market was about. You can still sort of guess, but it'll be. I think we should have some sort of exchange coming to the game, like periodic exchange, especially peat shards. You should be able to trade in peat shards for like something else. What did they do before? Wasn't it like peat shards for a choice crate or something? Like 500. I can't remember. Can you guys remember that? Used him in Nightmare SR. What mod should I use on 6-star Blue Mercer? Defense, HP on attack, thanks. I probably wouldn't use like 6-star Mercer. Because he's not going to be offensive enough, I don't think. And you have to keep him alive, so he's not really doing much. He's a damage dealer as a 6-star, right? But his stats are quite low. I mean, he is more defensive as a 6-star already, to be fair. That's actually pretty balanced towards the defense character here. All tough, yeah, it's still the same. His rush is nowhere near as powerful. Yeah. Definitely like a good S-Class to go for. What's up, Noah? My day's going okay. Can't complain too much. Can't complain too much. Had a good night's sleep. All that goodness. All the goodness. Okay. That was the SR in Chambers where Leeds went all in and we beat Bite Me and Purge. Oh, okay, I can't remember. We didn't come first in that though. I don't think we came first in that. I think we came second, right? I have no idea why I even claimed him. I don't even use him. He's kind of useless now compared to newer characters. Yeah, I think he could potentially be used against a team like Jackie, because Jackie's going to require you to have kind of low damage so that you don't hurt yourself if you get confused. But even if like your entire team gets confused against the Jackie team, his lead skill will still do damage, and it can be boosted now with the 150 extra bleed, so could be wicking second. Yeah, I don't think I got as many on this region as my other region because I came first on the other region. What's your specs? You must be running a potato then. my PC's like 7 years old. I have upgraded it, but my PC's quite old. We're just gonna run through the gear hunt twice more and then I'll switcheroo. I've got weapons in my other region. I think I'm going for splash damage twice. Compare Mercer to Mirabelle. Mercer's a massive damage dealer compared to Mirabelle. Massive. He has 600%, whereas Mirabelle has 200%. You know, big difference. That's why I said like it's weird that a lot of people were saying Erin was bad. She's just basically an S-class Mirabelle. It's like, no. Mirabelle didn't really do much damage. She stunned, but she didn't do much damage. Whereas Erin is insane. She does so much damage. That was ages ago game-wise. Yeah, I mean, this year has like it's felt like forever. Like all the stuff that's gone on this year is just crazy, crazy. In-game, like stuff. It feels like Mercer. It feels like Mercer and Princess came out like 6 months ago. They didn't. They actually came out like 3.5 months ago, 4 months ago. Feels like a lot longer than that. Like 6 months minimum. I might make a bleed team. I got Sheldon, which I noticed has a bunch of bleed on his rush. He also has a Headhunter, right? So that can be quite useful. CPU Intel Pentium C. Oof. Mine's I think mine's i5 377K 77K. Oh no, actually I upgraded to an i7. Yeah, I upgraded when I originally built my PC, I had a really good motherboard. I had good RAM, good everything except the CPU and graphics cards were just a little bit behind because I figured in like 3 or 4 years I can upgrade it, and that's what I did. Like I've got a Windward 4GB graphics card. It's old now, but it's still decent. Can still get like 100 FPS in like Apex and stuff like that, so it's not too bad. Okay, let's switch. We're gonna open weapons in the other region, guys. Just gonna go and get a drink. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Okay, we're gonna go straight into weapons. I'll let the region load a little bit because sometimes it can be a bit laggy. It's hard to get used to this store now. I don't think I bought my stuff. Yeah, I can buy it again in 30 minutes. And I really wish it was like 6.5 day cooldown rather than a 7-day cooldown. It messes me up every single time. I'm debating on Laupo or Mercer as a main focus. Oh, definitely Mercer, because he can be used on attack as well really easily. Like this is my attack team idea, and you could build the same team. Like this is just like such an anti-peak team. Like turn 2, easy win. Like not even a close, you know. And this will work against Mercer teams as well. I think. Like you just use Mercer as the leader instead. I think it's kind of lame to do that, but you know. Yeah, no. So it'd be like that, effectively, and you'd have Mercer and Priya rush turn 2. So you just have them get boosted. Princess would control the remainers. Should be quite an easy win quite a lot of the time. Just because Mercer's damage output is just so high, 800% when he's maxed out as an S-class, and he's getting a 50% bonus from the leader skill. His weapon's gonna be offensive. You know, you could potentially put a rampage weapon in his hands if you really wanted to. You know, that first turn, it's a bit dangerous just based on the fact that it's hard to control characters if they've been rampaged. You know, having a doctor control on one rampage is okay. I just saved that team again, didn't I? Keep doing that. Hang En's great, but I got a Dylan, by the way. I guess most of you guys got Dylan from the event. like, I can't remember what it was, like 5 hell keys or something, and then 3 or 2 heaven. I got that on both my regions. But yeah, in this region I am up to 120. I thought it was at 150. I think it's like 150 is the next one. But I should hit 300s. I'm going to try and go all out in the next war just to get as many as I can. By the way, guys, do you guys think they should update the daily roadmap to grant more cars, like 50 to 60 each day? Feels like it's not that rewarding. 0.3% of an S-Class each day. Like 2.1% of an S-Class a week. That means in a year, you can get just over 1 S-Class from that roadmap. Which, yeah, I agree. That's this does seem a bit low, doesn't it? But I think 2 would be too high. So I think they should maybe up it to like, I don't know. Maybe they shouldn't upgrade that. Maybe they should upgrade the torch roadmap so that, like, when you do the actual torch roadmap, it gives, like, I reckon 150. You know? That's the way they could do it. I think giving more on a daily basis is probably bad, but giving more on this is probably better. So, like, I know it's only 20 more, but that could make the small difference. There's a couple of areas. Maybe the black market's the thing that's going to solve this. You know, we don't know. It's definitely been an issue, though. They've been very slow on updating it, but, you know, 2020 has not been, you know, the greatest so far. So what can you do? I didn't think this yet. Okay. Any idea about next promo? The next promo is Eugene. It's not a new promo, and it looks like they might be having a week off. I could probably get a decent i3 2020 for about $30. Yeah, I mean, you can get upgrades on old PCs quite easily. Sometimes it can be quite hard. I'm gonna go get a drink. Forces that. Hey, you know, that's how YouTube is, man. That's how YouTube is. I don't normally run ads on my YouTube streams, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys. If 100 of you watch a YouTube ad, that gives me like $2. I know it sounds crazy, like, oh, that's not that much, but you know, yeah. Can you imagine the people who've got 25,000 viewers and they run an ad? That's the one that's crazy. Okay, we're gonna open these weapons. I think my region's loaded. Which one do you want me to open first, left or right? 130 is such a random number. I think it's just literally they just thought, hey, 100 more than the 30 that we give from the dailies. That's what I thought they think. That's what I think they thought. How do you have 2 scavenger huts? I have 4. I have 4. Left, 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 left. Okay. Well then, I'm pretty sure I'm going for splash damage on both of these, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure what's going on here, but I think if it's an alert weapon, it's going for splash damage. If it's a strong weapon, it's going for healing stun. Potentially, it could be Slater's weapon in here. Oh no, I haven't upgraded to 6-star in this region. So yeah, I think it's splash damage on both of these. I would really like splash damage. I never got a splash damage weapon. Oh, we're gonna get a crit. Teal, give me the teal. Okay, we're not gonna get bleeding when attacked. When being attacked. Okay, that's not very good. That's not great. Okay, next one. We're going to go to the right-hand side, and it's gonna crit as well. We're gonna get 2 crits. Give me that, and we aren't gonna get what we want though. Bonus crit, 45 crit when attacking enemies and more than 50% HP. So we didn't get anything. This week has been pretty dry, gonna be honest. Pretty bad. Last week, pretty bad. I've only had a special recently in off stream. I did my stream from, was it last Thursday stream. I did it on Twitch because I was having trouble with YouTube, and I did like a highlights video of that, and because I like to have a reference long term, otherwise it seems like I've missed a stream, and I actually pulled a healing stun in that. Off stream though, not like on Twitch, just off stream. And I did it on Lee's axe. I'm actually pretty happy with that. How do you get 4? You just convert them. Like you click a building and it says convert. I don't think I can do it. No, I can't do it. But you just convert them. I can do it on something else. Let me see. Is it training grounds? No. Houses? No. I've basically converted everything that I can. Like you can have 2 armories, for instance. Like yeah, here we go. I convert it. I don't want to hit the wrong button here. So you can convert, and it says you cannot build another house. You have the max amount allowed. Do I? Apparently I do. Apparently I have the max amount of houses allowed. That's mad. Okay, but that's how you do it. You convert it. I would recommend 4 scav camps if you're maxed out. If you're newer to the game, it's probably only worth having 2 scavenger camps, or like 3. You need materials. You need an income of materials still. I guess the app only does 1 for tablets. What are we talking about? How do you have 2 scavenger huts? No, I've got on tablet as well. Why not pain spread? Pain spread is a 4 slot, right? Pain spread is a 4 slot. We're going into the wrong place. So I'm going for this one. I'm going for this purple one here. Special weapon effects. Special weapon effects is the 3rd slot. And I'm going for this one here, which is Slayer 4. The top tier one where it's splash damage when attacking, a better chance to attack all enemies adjacent to the target with 120% attack. That potentially can be really devastating in the hands of a really high damage dealing alert character. The one you're talking about is in epic weapon effects, which is the burning blade here, which is the 4 slot, which is the 5-star weapons. And I think the one you're talking about is amplification, pain spread. Yeah, the top one, the dark blue. When attacking, spread 1 negative debuff to an adjacent enemy for 1 turn. This one sounds interesting. I did think about maybe putting this on like Raulito, but I don't understand how it would work potentially with bleed. I'd have to test it out. Like for instance, if on the first turn, right, if Raulito's bleeds hit everybody, obviously, someone lacerates it, or like Jiafeng lacerates it, she adds 500 because of her weapon. She lacerates it first, I think. Can't remember which one happens first, but anyway, she lacerates it, adds a bit of bleed. That bleeds higher than the rest. If I then attack with someone with pain spread, does it then spread that for 1 turn as well? Or does it not spread bleed when someone adjacent has already got bleed? I'd have to probably test that in beta. I don't think I've got the tokens to even get that weapon though. Can't convert while upgrading other posts. Oh, okay. Okay. I wonder if the gold bar event will come back because I keep getting gold bars. I mean, the gold bar event is confirmed, but it's not confirmed when. It's just like, yeah, it's happening, but they haven't said when it's happening. They will drop a new fast tune in the gold bar box. Most likely. That's pretty much everybody's assumption. Oh. It's disappeared. It's disappeared, guys. That's what happened last time, right? I don't see it. That's what happened last time. It's disappeared. There's no knives collection here anymore, so they've recycled it. So that means they're probably working on it to come back again. It could be really close. It could be really close when we get the next one. Because look, I mean, even Marlon and Rosie's in here for some reason still. I'm not really sure why. Oh, I guess because it's live. It's a 283 days thing. Okay, yeah. But because it's finished, like this is in here for some reason. But because it's finished, it's been recycled. That's cool. We're not going to get another war character for another year. This was a 365-day collection. I mean, I don't know. I think it's too easy to get the heads. You can max her out quite quickly. Yeah, so the knives collection, I can't even check the box of the one I claimed last time, so she could the next one could be around the corner. We have crates in Hall Lock. Okay. I'm going to just switch back and do those because I have some upgrades to do. I'm not going to do Rampage though. Need to convert the houses to hotels. What's your max? 330 is my max. Long term, I think I'm gonna go for pain spread on Raoul. Yeah, because that kind of makes him into a lacerator to a certain extent, right? I think that's really useful on him. I can recon the splash damage on the gentleman. Would be brutal. Doesn't he have something already on his weapon? Let's check the S-Class. He has a special weapon as well. Or is it just like that? It was the resisting, like chance to clear stuff, right? When attacking, a great chance to recover from taunt and impair. Yeah, it wasn't great. Yeah, splash damage on him would be great, right? Oh no, wait. Oh, 6.3k base damage. Yeah, okay. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's a lot of damage. Lots of damages. I remember when characters that had splash damage or collateral and stuff, their specialist skill used to work on adjacent characters. Like, I think it was Neutralize Barker, where you could neutralize an entire team with one basic attack. It's like, it's very good. I need to do weapons. That's what's going on. Yeah, just to make sure. Not that I don't trust you seeing this, but I don't trust the game sometimes. Oh, we got level ups as well. I'll do both. Okay, what am I going for? I'm going for some basic. I might just hit this as well, actually, because I've got Warstream this weekend. I'll open this for Warstream. It'd be nice to actually get this on the Warstream. That'd be pretty awesome. We're going to craft this, and we've done everything we need to do. Yeah. And the other one we're going to do is we're going to do Erin's weapon, or just a basic upgrade that I think we're going to do next. I'm going to do Arav's weapon. What do we want on him? I might not actually have it. I haven't done anything here. I want a 10% thing on him. Okay, we'll do 5% on hers. Enhanced basic. Crit. Okay, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. And then we're going to do some leveling up. 3 hours left, I need to get 100k. We'll level up. We'll level up. We'll level up him. I need some food. Oh, hello. Oh, hello there. Nice to meet you. Because I'm still struggling to find my way around this. It's like so condensed. It will take a little while for me. I need 100k. How much does that get me? 13. That's about 50. 65. 92. That's about 100k. Should be around about what we needed. There we go. There we go. Yes, it would spread the extra, so you'd end up with 2 and 1700 bleed, then 3 with the 600 from Rail's lead. Yeah, that'd be cool. No, you'd have... Wouldn't you have the 1700 added to the 600 that was already on another one? So it'd be like 2300 on one. But then the 2300 only lasts for 1 turn, and then it will go back down to 600 for the 2 turns. Is it a 3-turn bleed for his lead skill? 3 turns, yeah. So go down back down to 600, right? Or 750 if you had the other thing. See, what do you think it's better to have pain spread on his weapon, right? Or the plus 150 bleeds? Like the initial bleed doing an extra 450 damage over 3 turns, but there would be the multipliers coming in on top of that, right? You know, lacerators just multiply that up even higher. If there was a new Guardian S class, what would you want it to be? Guardian. What do you mean by Guardian? Like G2? I wasn't going to spread bleed. More so the Great Impair and 100% heal reduction. 100% heal reduction you can get to everybody on turn 2 with Wang Fa though if you really wanted to. I want a Guardian 2 with an attack buff or death buff. You want Lee? Okay. It makes so much sense. Yeah, actually it kind of does. It kind of does, I'm not going to lie. But you see, the thing is, you say it like that, but Guardian 2s, in my mind, they protect the weak, right? Because Guardian 2s, when they do their shields, they give it to the weakest character HP-wise. But Clementine wasn't really weak, in my mind. She was like kind of strong. She was just young. So, like, she did need help. It was more guide. She needed guidance rather than like... I don't know, it's hard to explain my theory on that. Does the home base buildings layout matter much? Nah, not really. There are some, like, people's got some conspiracy theories on where you put your armories and stuff. It's just more fun and stuff like that. I won't worry too much about it. But I will tell you this. This is the way I run things, right? I have my armories on the top right because when you come into the game, and you're sitting like that. And also, like, I generally pull my game back down to this area when I'm doing stuff, like moving around. I don't do it when I'm up here on purpose because when I'm down here, I can't click on anything by accident. Like, say if I wanted to click on the coins thing up top right, I can't click on an armory and open it by accident. Same thing with these. I can click on these 2 missions in the middle, but they're so central that I'm not going to click on it by accident. I genuinely have to click on it. Another thing I do is like, let's say this was a You Got Lucky, this breakdown scav mission here. When it's a You Got Lucky, so I remember it's a You Got Lucky, I move it here. So I can't click it by accident when I'm like, let's say I wake up and I just turn on my phone or turn on my tablet or whatever. I can't click it just instantly by mistake, which has happened before. So if I've got a You Got Lucky, I move it up here. So I'd actively have to go up here. And when I see it there, I instantly know that's an XP mission. And if I've got the other XP mission as well, I just move them both up here like that. Then that way I know, these are XP missions. And then obviously when they've run out, I just switch it back. That's something from my mind, because there's no confirmation on having to claim missions. That's something I always do. Yeah, so that's basically why I run things like that. Just for ease, safety, that sort of thing. I'd want the plus 1. Oh my. I'd want the plus 150 on Gia, then spread on route. Okay, yeah, makes sense. I got Olivia from 5-star recruits. Is she still usable? She's one of the most powerful 5-stars because she's the only Guardian 2 5-star character. So you could keep her for 5-star arenas. If you use pain spread with a command to lacerate the second, boom, yeah. Guardian 3. Don't think it's going to be a Guardian 3. I think it's more likely it's going to be like... Okay, I don't want to say this just in case someone is watching from Scopeplay and they're like, wow, that's a really good idea, because I don't want to deal with this because I kind of hate Guardians. I think Guardians are really powerful anyway. But I think you're more likely to have something like give some sort of resist or give some sort of bonus HP. Like give a character a Guardian shield and plus 5% bonus HP. Could be like Guardian 3. And it gives 2 shields still, but it gives them bonus HP. If that comes into the game, guys, I already apologize, because, yeah. But that could be kind of cool. But I think there needs to be something that comes into the game that makes Guardians not as powerful. Because there's no way of removing Guardians without just using a basic attack on them. I think there should be maybe like a specialist skill where it's like Shield Breaker, where like for every Guardian shield they remove a second Guardian shield, and then because they're a shield breaker, they can attack maybe either through Guardian shields, or when they hit a Guardian, not a Guardian shield, when they can attack through a shield. Yeah, I think they can just bypass shields. It's like in their thing. They can just automatically bypass shields. So it's not super powerful, but it's just like kind of, it has its uses. Confirmed, it's coming to the game. Looks. Yeah, go make a post on the forums, guys. Damn it. Okay, we've got the stuff to claim in here, right? Is it reset yet? We're looking at 8 more minutes-ish. Haven't got too much of the currency this week. Okay. I'm going to leave that for the time being. I'll just run this roadmap. For how long did you accumulate gold coins until you have those pulls on S-Class Rick? Rick was a kind of, what's the word, outlier. The case, it took me months to get those coins. Like, I think you can go back on my videos, I was consistently saying, and people hated me for it, I'm waiting for a character to come out to spend my coins on a 100 pull. And I was doing 10 pulls regularly, and then I was putting my coins back up. Doing a 10 pull, back up, doing a 10 pull, back up. But the best way to calculate how quickly I can get coins is look at my coins right now since the Rick pull, right? That's how to look at it. That's the best way to look at it. Right now I've got nearly 7k coins, and the Rick pull I did, what was, I don't know how many weeks ago that was actually. You're gonna have to check. I think it was like 3 weeks ago. But I've done leagues, arenas. I've really strictly done the videos every day. When I had 20k coins, sometimes I'd be kind of lazy on the videos, I'm not gonna lie. But when you're trying to work your coins up, I find myself like much more motivated to grind. Spoken into existence. I mean, it's not a bad idea. I mean, I don't think it's too overpowered because it's bypassed by bleed and stuff. So it has got negatives. I just think shield in itself is kind of weak, right? Sorry, not weak, strong, right? There's no weakness. It hasn't got anything that stops Guardian shields except basic attacks, and that just seems like really strong. Like Guardian shield seems really, really strong to me. That's why Pete just seemed a bit OP with when he was originally released with his 4 potential shields on a rush. That's the whole point of normalized to counter all the silly specs tunes they foolishly created. I mean, yeah, but there's only one normalized character pretty much, right? I mean, they either need to make it, I think they need to make it a bit more abundant with normalized and then add resists. I think that's what they need to do. And then when I say more abundant, I mean like a 1-turn normalized for like 2 characters. I think that's good. 2 turns for 1 or something like that. Just so you can like focus on 1 character. Should I buy I have an over from the League store? Ivanova. Did you just say I have an over? Should I buy I have an over? It took me a moment to realize what you were typing there. Oh god. Yes, Ivanova's very, very much worth buying. She's an S-Class character for 1, but she's actually a pretty decent leader. And she's actually a reasonable support character as well because of her active. Turn 2 normalized G2 because screw that, right? I think like you can make an offensive G2 and a defensive Guardian. I think there are certain like dual specialists they could start making where like one's much more offensive than defensive. Like the one I talked about in the past was a command shield combo. That'd be much more of an attacking shield because you could either shield instantly or you could command somebody, but when you commanded somebody, then you'd shield your team as well. So it seemed like a really good attack team combo. On a defense team, it would just automatically shield, so it wouldn't, the command would never come into effect. Do you feel like Magna Blue Shield is still viable? To a certain extent, yeah, but she can be taken out really quickly. But she can be frustrating for some people. I'd say you're better off going for Frost as a 6-star and just working up to the S-class if you genuinely want to use a tough shield. The Claymore in the inbox is kind of making videos a bit less annoying as well. Yeah. Although I must admit I didn't trust the button when I first saw it. I had to look at my coins and then add up. I went through all the amount of coins, like claims I've got, and I wanted to see if it was working properly. You know. Princess OP, yes. Princess is great. Stun or AP gain for Pete? I would say stun. You should have both. You want AP on attack, and you want stun. There's 2 at the moment, the gentleman. Oh right, yeah, gentleman has... Isn't his single target? I'll just check his card in a second. I'm pretty sure his is single target. Stop giving them ideas. So I don't mind the game being more diverse. I'm personally, I don't know how you guys feel, but I'm much happier character-wise in the S-class era because I know eventually I will be able to grind for all these characters if the game stays the same way, and I'm much more positive when an OP character comes into the game because I know eventually I can potentially get my hands on it. So like look at Mercer for instance. When he came out, and even now, very strong character, but I can get him, right? I can get him, I can grind for him. It maybe take me a while, but I can grind for him. I can get a head start by doing like a 100 pull like I did for Rick. I did a 100 pull, got a massive head start. When he comes out in the crates and stuff, I'm going to get him. I might pull for him when he comes back around, you know? I think characters are much better the way they're doing it right now. But I think there are some issues they've got with, like, you don't get as much level up points as you should. I think you should get more level up points for S-class. Maybe like 20 or 30 or 50% more than you're getting currently. And I think a lot of people kind of think that maybe training 2 stars is kind of underwhelming. And maybe in these weapons training, medical training, strategical and tactical, there should be a like 20% chance of getting a 3-star in here as well. Just so you're putting 3 stars into characters as well, so just give more XP. I know you can do that with up here with the training and potentially get actual trainers, but yeah, it's too expensive to do these ones consistently up here, like security, military. If Mercer and Jackie wasn't in the game, I mean, I'm not a big fan of the RNG leaders. Honestly, I don't think it adds a good element to the game. It's very hard to come back from adding those sort of characters without adding something else that just kind of makes them irrelevant, like a turn 1 stun, like cleanse, and they have a stun resist weapon or something. Like if they made Tiffany with a stun resist weapon to completely make Mercer obsolete, I mean, yeah, that would have been obviously harsh, but yeah, I mean, to a certain extent she does already. I can kind of like get through the first turn a lot of the time. A lot of people don't build their Mercer teams very well. Like, they don't build them to rush quickly, they build them to rush like turn 3. It's like, okay, Mercer teams need to rush turn 2 at the latest, otherwise you are going to lose against like a decent team anyway. If Princess active was turn 1, that would be amazing. Well, yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous. I think it probably should have been weaker. I'm going to be honest. It probably should have been taunt 3 for 2 and normalize them for maybe 1 or 2. I think 3 for 3 on both is just like, it's so powerful. What's up, Bloodline man? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Yeah, like every 10 of the 2 stars, there should be a certain chance of getting a trainer. Yeah, even a trainer should be in there. But yeah, or they need to just add another tier. Like I think this would make a good argument for Town Hall level 25, Training Grounds level 25, Scav Camps level 25. Maybe Scav Camps. Oh, Scav Camps are a big issue as it is. I hope they're looking at that. What's up, Parker? What do you think about instead of 30 and 130 in the daily roadmap, do 50 and 150? Much better. We were talking about that before. I think the better one would just be to increase the torch one. I think the daily one can just have a bit too high an impact. But the torch one, at least it makes it so that you have to work for the torches a bit more. If that makes sense. So like maybe increase the torch one to like 150 or like... I don't know, maybe increase the amount of torches required to 200 and make it so it gives 200. So it increases the torch amount to... I think the torches required are like 166. I think this is 166. So you increase the torches required by 34, but you increase the cards received by 70. So it's like basically 1 for 1 at that stage, whereas right now it's not 1 for 1. Princess isn't first turn control. Yeah, she is not. She is not, which is good because that would have been crazy. I hate RNG leaders. Worst possible thing to add to this game. Scriptly really. I think RNG leaders, yeah, they are annoying. Scopely really screws some of us. I don't like. Why can't you play? What's the matter? Have you tried? If you're one of the people, like I had incompatible save earlier, and I just downloaded the update and it was fine. I feel like most people rely on the scare tactic of the stun than just building a good team. Yeah, to a certain extent, yeah. I've had Mercer full stun my team a couple of times though, especially on this region, and I'm pretty sure I've got stun resist on all of my characters. So stun resist 55%, stun resist 65%, stun resist 58%, stun resist 53%, and stun resist 54%. And I've had all 5 stuns like plenty of times. Like I should theoretically very rarely have more than 3 stunned. It should generally be like 2 or 3. But I have like 5 so many times, it's crazy, man. How do I use Princess in a team where I need first turn control since she replaces Cole? You can't really. You can't really use her first turn control. Do you have Doc Stevens Pizza Cake? I mean, you could use the team I've got right in front of you right now and just use Cole instead of Doc Stevens. In terms of like damage dealer, Princess second turn control, Cole first turn control, Sadiq, just to make things happen quicker. Never command rush Princess, by the way. Like, never active command rush her. It seems like a good idea, but the difference between her second turn rush, unless you're trying to get a quick win in arenas, the difference between her second turn rush by commanding her and her third turn rush after her taunt is just like, is night and day, you know? You're looking at like 3k damage versus 12k. It's crazy. I think I need to do an arena attack in this region, yeah. It is endurance. I'm only going to do 1. Use this team. My game worked fine until I got the update, restarted my phone and loads of... uninstall and reinstall. If you're on iOS, Diablo said earlier, uninstall and reinstall does fix some issues. Stun gun. Okay. Gonna see if we don't get impaired. That's good. Okay, we're gonna get impaired, so we'll do that. Okay, this time I'm going to command her, but just because the fact that I'm trying to win quick. I'm not sure if I'll win. Yeah, I should be okay. Okay, maybe not. Okay, alright. Because a turn makes a difference in arenas, but I would not recommend that in raids just because it doesn't take that much time, and it doesn't affect your raid score or anything. So yeah. Why are you disarming him, man? You disarmed my good peeps. All of them? What? Come on. What's... Please, please game. Please, I beg you. Only got a 20% increase, but it should be alright. Let me. Should be okay. Did you see my vid where I resisted all 5? I legit felt bad. That was on film. Yeah, I mean, when it happens, I haven't actually checked out yours and Link's war vid yet. I did mean to. I haven't, as you can see on my channel, I haven't even been getting out content. I've been a little busy. Okay, they've got a command which is Terabad. It doesn't matter, as long as I control her, it'll definitely control 2 of these other people. So as long as it taunts him, and he hasn't got any mods, so it's all good. Guaranteed. Okay. Beautiful. Moon's always been a whale. Moon's like a dolphin, I think. Moon's a bit more of a dolphin. I don't think he's like a super heavy spender, but he does spend. He's a bigger spender than me, but that isn't going to be too hard because I'm not a heavy spender. Did I rush turn 1? Don't even know if I did. I'm like a manatee. I don't know. I think you're more like a killer whale. Like you're kind of like that. There's that argument whether you're a whale or you're a dolphin, basically, like which part of the family you're in. But you're definitely not a whale, in my opinion. What are you going to do with the 10k thing? What 10k thing? I'm lost. Can someone please explain how to command and how to command a specific character? Sure, like I just attacked with Heng Yen, right? When you attack with a character, you defend with a command character like Sadiq, and the person who attacked before gets their turn again. So I can now attack with Heng Yen again. Yeah? Simple as that. Nice and simple. It was risky because I could have maybe needed him to attack next turn, but we're okay. Princess is looking cute in that outfit, is there? Oh my god. Okay, we get 105k, but there's gonna be people who are endurancing, which I am not. So I'm down in 20th. I mean, I maybe should, but I've only got an hour. If this was draft endurance, I would, because you can just draft endurance forever. Because this is classic endurance, and the fact that there is some quality of life issues here with spending more tickets. I don't like spending tickets on this sort of game mode. Like, I don't know what my team's left. I mean, I know I've got most of my team left, but let's say I spend like 3 more tickets, and I'm going to get to the point where I've lost like 6 of my more important characters. Or like 8, sorry, at that point. And then, yeah, I don't know what other characters I've got. I think there's 2 more. Draft and Damage Squad are both domination. So I've got to basically pick it up there. What's up, Lona? Thanks for tuning in. I'm like a sardine where the oil I'm packaged in is more expensive. I've spent, since the new year, I'd have to actually 100% fact check this, but I bought Survivor Scud for 3 months. One of those months was a mistake. I was gifted 1 month, and then I bought it myself the 2nd month, and then the 3rd month I forgot to cancel it, so yeah. I bought the Dayu and Dr. Stevens package, but it's 50-50. That was a good offer for me, and I think that was like 15. You can check that video, but 15 or 18 pounds. And then I literally just bought the offer like 2 days ago. 3 days ago, the 420 offer, which was for loads of trainers. That's pretty much all I bought. But that's still quite a lot of money. That's like £100. That's the most I spent in a long time, actually. But like I said, I've said in the past, like the happier I am with certain situations in the game, the more I'm willing to spend. And I wanted to do the Survivor's Cup thing for a very long time just to test it out, and I really don't think it's worth it, honestly. So I don't like it. I did buy it, but I'm not really recommending it. It's not really good. What did we get? Oh, we got a heaven key. Okay. How many have we got now? 20? 16. Man. Like, I've done a lot of attacks, guys. I think I came top 5 or top 6 in Champions Arena last week. I did all 9 of my attacks as, you know, individual attacks. All 9 of my Champions tickets. Just, you have to do like 1,000 attacks. You have to spend like 200 plus tickets to get the Heaven Runes. There is territories next week. I'm really hoping that there's going to be Heaven Runes in there somewhere. Because the Heaven Runes has been the massive letdown on this event for sure. Big letdown. Okay, we should have league spec now. Big letdown. Okay, golds. I think the Hell Runes were sucky in raids, but they kind of did recover the situation by having decent drop rate in war. Whether that was the plan all along, anyone's guess, but what we do know is it was sucky. Did I just buy the wrong one? No, I'm good. I think that's all I'm gonna buy. Oh no, I always have to buy these things now as well. They don't really sell enough of these, because they only need 5 of these to make a craft. So every 2.5 weeks you can get enough etching acid from here. The numbers are not good. The numbers are not good. Okay. Okay, we'll get rid of the rest of my energy, and then I'll start opening the mods and stuff. No worries, Adrian. It's all good. Diego, Priya, Princess, Cole, Slater. You see, the thing I didn't like about Diego was that he was just always focused. Every single time, like, he was always focused. Same with Alice. I think this is me being proper conspiracy theory now. I think they like have a priority list for defense teams or something, and those characters are up there because the AI was like actively focusing those characters over everyone else all the time, over S-class characters. So I was just like, I basically couldn't take them on my attack team. And it was as if they were it seemed like they were getting forced out of my attack team based on the focus. And I really don't like the AI, how it works with the focus, but yeah. It's better since I've got Doc Stevens because I could control that focus a little bit better. And obviously Princess second turn, again, control that focus. So it's not as obvious, but it really is bad. I'm so glad I'm not in your region and facing you. Well, my regions are pretty strong. I'm in a 1A region. And I'm in a 1B region, and generally those are the stronger regions. You think they should make a 6-star? Now get this though, sorry, I'll read your comment in a second, Victor. I actually was in a 3 region or whatever, wave 3 region, and I transferred from wave 3 to wave 1A before anyone realized what the different regions were. I don't think I would have made that move if I'm honest, because I was in Upson, which was wave 3. And then I moved to Schley, which is wave 1A. And I originally moved there because it had like Mama Deadheads, GBZs, and I think that was it at the time. I'm not sure if Vegas... Did he join? I think he was there already. But it had like a few YouTubers there. And then it became a wave 1A region. So like, oh my god. Upson is 2B. Are you sure? I'm pretty sure it was a wave 3. It might have been upgraded. I'm pretty sure it was a wave 3. But you could be right. But it definitely wasn't a wave 1A, man. I wanted one of my regions, like when it was released, I was like, oh, please allow one of my regions to be just a little bit of a coast and then the other region to be a little bit harder. I was 1A and 1B, you know? And I'd be honest, like, I treat one region a bit more seriously than the other, and it's the region that was like a little bit less serious in terms of how much of a grind I wanted to put in, was in the harder region. But it's weird because I seem to attack really well in 1A. My weapons here just are so much better. You think they should make 6-star arena so we could... I mean, maybe. I mean, in my mind, that's kind of what a classic arena should be, but... I don't know. I just keep track of the leaders and support tunes I've got used. Got plenty of DPS. Yeah, you see, I can't really sacrifice... Like, Rampage weapon on Priya makes such a big difference. I can turn 2 a lot just based on that. Like, her and a command, it's almost a guaranteed win on turn 2 a lot of the time. Unless they've got like a stun weapon where she just hits it. Can happen, you know? The other characters are generally the characters that are going to just distract, control. Every time I try and get into the game, it kicks me out. Have you ever had this problem? Uninstall and reinstall the game. Or make sure you've got at least 300 to 500 megabytes free on like your main device, not on like a SSD card, like on your main. I never realized Harper had a stun weapon. I'm a big noob. like, what? That's like half her thing, man. Like she's like, what? She's got a stun on an attack weapon. She can attack 3 times with her rush. Heaven runes are so hard to get. Yeah, the drop rate seems the same as raids, and you obviously are gonna attacking arenas much less than raids. It's frustrating because when I initially looked at the event, like on face value, it looked actually pretty decent. The only thing that looked really bad, and I'm gonna put it more down to incompetence than like maliciousness, was the fact that you had to do 125 pulls on the Hell Wheel to get the second Dylan. I'm pretty sure they just miscalculated there because that is really high. Like, that's too high for spending, you know? To have to buy 75 keys is insane. When I search for PvP targets, sometimes they have the square icon. Some do not. What is the difference? Icon in the top left of the profile. I don't know. I'll check. I'll check for my raids. Lightwork, what's up? I've claimed S-Class Pete, and now I'm thinking about what teams would fit in. Do you have any idea of a Pete team? He's more of just a defense team leader, or like maybe a support character. You could put him behind this Jackie character, the main promo character, potentially. Or he's the leader on a defense team. Or you could have him as a support character on an attack team where you've got a very offensive team, but I wouldn't generally recommend him. I mean, personally, I don't have any space in my attack teams. Obviously, it's up to you. You know, everyone has their like style of playing. But I have had revives on attack teams before, but he's generally going to slow your attacks down because he doesn't do anything offensively. So he's more of a safety net if you're struggling against certain teams. Which is, like I say, it's not a terrible thing. He can do an active heal the second turn. His rush is pretty decent. Do you remember when you were putting 5-star Shield Conrad and compare that to Rick now? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, what did I do for Shield Conrad? Like 40 pulls? I think the best comparison is Alice. I mean, I know I got Alice in the end, but I pulled so many times with her and just literally got nothing. Like, that was such an awful experience. Whereas now, while I didn't get S-Class Rick, I've got 70% of him. Like, I don't feel terrible about it, right? Like, I haven't got her. I haven't got Rick, but it's pulling. It seems to be a much better experience than it ever has been. I heard like horror stories of like 400 pulls, 500 pulls to get a 6-star, and they never even got them. But I don't really think that can happen in the S-Class era. I mean, it potentially could, but I don't think it could. I mean, I think it's quite unlikely. Mia's pistol on the weapon cache looks pretty decent. I know one of these weapons is pretty decent. I think it's this one though. Oh, okay, not that one. There was one that was pretty decent the other day. Just because it had 35% attack on it already. Random AP. All right, yeah, she's got the team leader thing already. Randomly give one other team member 20% attack for 2 turns. mean, I don't like random AP gain stuff, but I mean, it seems okay. The problem is a lot of these 5-star weapons is just like they're kind of underpowered, considering you're only going to get 3 upgrades. Like the 4 slot and the 3rd slot have to be what you want already to get a good upgrades on the first 2 slots. Otherwise, you're going to be wasting upgrades to upgrade that one. Like this is okay. This isn't bad. You could have this as like an offensive shield weapon potentially, you know. And I think that's someone have to confirm. I think that 4 slot is off trait, the hill reduction. I think that's a alert one, but I'm not sure. Let's have a little check. Oops, research. Okay, probably be in team player. I would have thought destruction. I think it would be in team player. Where's team player? Oh, it's going to be all the way over here. Oh no, it is actually in tough as well. Okay. It must be like a universal for ranged or something. I don't think it's in the other ones. Let's have a little check. Team player 4. Yeah, it's not here. At the start of the battle and every turn, apply 10% defense up to all allies for 1 turn. At the start of the battle and every turn, apply defense up to all allies for 1 turn. I mean, that's pretty strong. That's like the alert one, but does that include the character themselves? Because that starts off straight away. That's pretty decent. That's pretty decent. I need to research this. Team player. Yeah, I need to research this. Yeah. Okay. Peter's awesome on an attack with the right tunes. I mean, yeah, I mean, he's not doing any damage, so he definitely needs good tunes with him, because he's literally doing nothing on an attack team. The red handgun is the best. The 4 slot is so good. Yeah, the team player one. Pete awesome on attack. Holly being insane bazonkas on attack. Holly is really good, yeah. But again, like, for me, that's a lost slot. Even Holly's a lost slot. Like that, but it's also about my playstyle. Like me and Moon will have very different playstyles. So I doubt he's even built the team like I talked about. Like I doubt Moon would even think about a team that I've built, or at least planning to build. Like some people won't plan to build these sort of teams. Where is he? Did I list by attack? Yes, I did, because I'm an idiot. Rarity. I think he's like level. I showed it earlier. And there he is. So like that's the idea of my team. Now some of you will look at that team and say that's not very good. That isn't going to work how I play the game. But that works for me, right? And then some of you might be like, I don't want a damage dealer here, or I don't want a command. Some people just don't want to use commands. That's fine, you know? That's fine. Like some people would prefer to use like Wang Fa instead of him, just so you're guaranteeing, which wouldn't actually be a bad idea, because you're guaranteeing decaps with Priya's Rush. So it'll be a bit slower maybe, but there's more guarantee. So again, styles. There's multiple ways to build a team, you know? So like, yeah. I'd rather use Alice though. Yeah, you see, I would kind of feel the same way. Alice is great, but she just gets focused every time, man. Every time, no matter what. I mean, I guess it's gonna be a little bit better now because I have Doc, so yeah. Pete, Lead, Wang Fa, Frost, Princess, and Dayu. Yeah, I mean, that's a bleedish team. That's nice. Recover, Maim, Heal, or Revive 2. Defo gives me a lot of options. I mean, yeah, support as a support character, he's great. But like, if you don't have enough damage in there, I mean, he's literally just supporting a team that's going to win really slow. So like, sometimes it can be better to drop him and put in a command so you're getting damage off more quickly. Okay, I'm gonna be eating a little bit because I'm really hungry. I'm on my diet food again, guys. Like, literally right now, spinach, cottage cheese, and chicken. It's not great. Okay. The chicken tastes nice though. I was like marinated it and just oil, salt and pepper, grilled it. But yeah, not really. Like I'll eat this in 5 minutes. I won't even realize I've eaten it. Explosive cash. Okay. Got these little things here. Got these things here. Oh, I don't really want to open these. What am I doing? I thought this. Oh, it's actually weapons. Okay, that sucks. Okay, spoils of war. Hey, that's not bad. We got a gold mod. Okay, what do I want? I want Laupo basically. Should have a bunch of crates here. I warred quite heavily on this region just because it was so easy. Heng Yan, don't really need him because I've got him already. Always the way. Always the way. Oh god, it's 60 Heng Yan cards. I mean, we've got quite a lot of elite character tokens here. Damn. Okay, we've got some gear crates as well. Let's get through. Not too many of them, fortunately. Ulysses, Lilith, or tickets. Oh, nice. A couple of trainers. Happy days. Okay, I don't think I've got a plat mod on this region either. Nope, I've got a bunch of golds. People sleep on the team elusive lock. 0 AP gains. But that's turn 2 or turn 3, right? It's on her. It's on her rush. Is that on her rush? I saw a lot of ravens in the last war, like tons of ravens on defense teams. That was pretty annoying. So it was kind of nice because, like, elusive is turn 2, right? Like, it's a turn 1, but like it's a turn 2 on a defense team. You know what I mean? Like, you attack, you gain AP, then they do elusive, and now you can't gain AP. But for me, I get my rushes turn 2 now, so it's not too bad. Turn 2, yeah, it's good unless you're facing a dock, I guess. I just let Raven active, then steal the elusive, and create my own window. Yeah, yeah. Exactly, Lock knows how he is slow. She rushed turn 2? She rushed turn 2 though. Unless you command her, I guess, or are you gonna be Doc Stevens like boosting her? I mean, she's not bad to stop like AP gain from whatchamacallit, from Rampage, I guess, if you're gonna like rush with Rampage turn 2. It's not terrible. But I would probably use Raven over her if I was going to. Don't you have Raven, GB? You'd use Holly over Raven. I'm not sure about that one. Okay, we want a Days Resist in this region as well. We need a really good Days Resist. Defense or HP set, please. Oh, there's AP drains though. I'll take these. That's not bad. It's getting some decent mods otherwise. Decent so far, decent. Nice combo. We want Days Resist on HP or defense set, please. That's nice. Okay, I'll do that. Nope. 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 No, I might actually have to start destroying some of my gold mods. I've got quite a lot now. Like the bad ones. Okay, that's nice. Man, I've got so many gold mods here. Oh, nice fish combo. There's 50-50 crates that I've got open as well. I forgot about those. Attack while loads. I got that in the plat mods. I didn't get anything like spectacular. I mean, that's probably the best one I got. Taunt resist on defense set. Most likely the best I got. That's not. Oh, okay. I mean, it's a gold mod. I had loads of goals there. That's terrible. Oh well. 2v2 PvP would be interesting. 2v2? Holly is... we should be commanding her to stop AP. That's 2 times a hill. I have a Raven, why is she so good? You can do a turn 1 active to stop AP gain on an attack team. It means like the defense is not going to be able to rush unless they attack Raven, and Raven's got AP down. So I saw a lot of Raven usage. A lot. She was mainly on a defense team, but I assume a lot of people are using her on attack as well. I wish I could go to the end. Okay, we're going to be taking Mercer from everything we can get him on. Everything. I think I'm a couple of thousand away from getting him, so I don't have to worry too much about checking how much I need. We're gonna, because we're going for Mercer, we're gonna do this. So, have I got many more? Please say I've got like that stash that I had in my other region. Doesn't look like it at the moment. Select your gear. I think I opened those already. Yeah, I think I did. All of it select your gear right now. Yeah. Have they updated these? I don't think they have. No, I don't think so. Doesn't look like it. E. Into these. Okay. How far along S-Class Mercenary now? I've claimed 2 of him already. I haven't maxed out either of them. Oh, we're close. 1,430. And then we've got S-Class Mercer, so we just need to max out the 2 S-Class versions of him. I think I need to ascend one today. No. Do I need to ascend anybody? No. Don't think so. Doesn't look like it. How many more points do I need? Oof. That is an oof. Oh, we can go for this. They're probably taking it right now. Oh, I got in. Oh, I scumbag them. I think I'm going to. Just because I need it very badly. Let me think. I'll just put in that team. I'll be a bit slow to beat. And then, let's hope they haven't got anything too terrible in there. Has my prayer got... No, she doesn't. I might not actually beat this team. We'll see. No! It's just powerful. Okay. Gonna do that. Can you burn him as well? Who did she attack? Okay, we're good. didn't get controlled. Failed. Unless she's got a rush, we're good. Good. Okay. This is slow. I panicked. Got reported at least 100 times. Alright, right, yeah. I need to take a different team in. I don't think I've got a team that I can actually formulate because I put Princess in the other team, apparently. Oh, come on. Why did it? I also defaulted that team, I'm not sure why. I've got no idea why. I could just take anybody. Oh, okay. Someone in my faction is attacking, I guess. Hopefully they get it. Eric, Mackenzie, Holly, and 2 times you was the GOAT defense. I had a pretty decent 6-star defense near the end. I had like 2 Mackenzies, Eric, Koa Shield. I used to use Tara on defense as well. Like damage dealer potential was pretty high because you can make her really defensive, and she'd had on a roll. Basically like a cheap Tobin. Or budget Tobin, should I say. Eric, Holly, Gabe, Shiva, Magna. Yeah, your defense was pretty strong. It was mainly down to like Gabe though. I remember your Holly was kind of weird, like, yeah. The issue back then was just the lack of decaps. Sorry, I'm eating. Yeah, an issue back then was a lack of decaps for a lot of people. So like, you deal. Okay, don't know what happened there. I'll let them have the other one. You deal with a lot of them. I need to get a lot of points here. Who should we go for? I think I'll max him, you know, and then just ascend him right now. I'll do that. If I've got enough trainers. I think I've got a few saved. We need 800k points. I don't think that will get me 800k points. It's only 50. Okay, we're gonna send him. See how many points that got us. 360k. How much? Mercer. Okay. Did my name? We've been here before. Use all the duplicates. I'll use Cooper, Darius, Ezekiel, Heath. Yes. 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 Okay, we're good. Youth. Second big boy on the way. Just got to max him now as well. Michelle, Lydia, Wayland, Romanov, and GT Rick. Yeah, my team was Michelle, Sandy, Lydia, Shields, Magna, I think. I can't remember who I had. Like that was when this is when they massively changed how the AI worked, and it was impossible to take Sandy on an attack team because she had such high attack for me, where she'll just get annihilated first turn every time. Every single time. I can't remember who the last character I had was. Oh, Kate. Kate, good old Kate. Kate was bae. She was the best. Hey, look, I just walked. Hey, congrats. Congrats, Dwayne. I pulled that in my last monthly pulls. I'm pretty happy. What's up, Rodriguez? I have made a Telltale team. Probably won't ever use it, but amuse me. Nice. I plan to do some videos about Telltale characters in the future, but I'm kind of lazy at the moment. Like, I'm really in a rut creatively, or like my motivation's like an all-time low. Just my motivations are really bad at the moment for creating videos. I just claimed my first Mercer, hoping I can get him before War of Champions if I focus him. I think you're going to require him to be in an event. 8,000 more cards is going to be pretty tough. I mean, unless you save your coins for when he comes around to do like a 20 pull to either get some cards in the pool, but also the 200 bonus. You could maybe get like, you can maybe get a few. I don't know. Does anyone know why Arav keeps coming up as rewards and level ups? I have one S class and I've one 5-star. Wish we could have some more variety. This week is Arav, next week's Wangfar. They're seeming to they're organizing it a little bit nicer now. But it looks like they're using a lot of the starter characters. They may move on to different characters in the future. Like it looks like when they just before they introduce a character into the crate, they make them be a reward in the level ups and stuff. So like the second Frost is a weekly reward. He probably is going to be added to the daily crate like a week or two later. Because it looks like they want to make the whales fight each other for a week and then give him out for a bit more like free, and then he'll come back around again. Is it going in order now? Let's actually just see. What was last week's? Does anyone remember? Heng Yen was last week, right? It's sort of going in order. Like Heng Yen, now Arav, next week's Wangfar, so they're skipping Guo. They have done Guo quite a lot, so like if it goes to Dayu after Wangfar, Princess Mercer, it could go Frost after that. Oh no, wait, is it Minerva after Mercer? I can't remember. Let's have a look. Might be Minerva next. Like I always forget that. Yeah, Minerva's after Mercer. I got my third dock. Yeah, I think having a couple of Dr. Stevens can be pretty useful with the multiple like resist teams that you're gonna need. Tobin has literally carried me for a while until Priya and all that came out, obviously. Yeah, Tobin was great. I mean, I used him for a little bit. I did use a team where it was like Priya leads, Tobin, Princess as a 6-star, Alice, and that did pretty well. That did actually pretty well, just because Alice, the boost from Alice was big enough that yeah. Definitely looking forward to Frost, Heng Yen, Dayu. Yeah, because like you can see like everything this week. If you look on my community tab on my YouTube channel, I post the weekly calendar that gets posted by Scopely, and in the calendar it shows like a solo level up. It has the picture and S-class character in the top left of every single tournament, and all of this week's was Arav, all of next week's is Wangfar. So I like how they do that. That's actually a pretty nice upgrade visually as well. I mean, I remember when the calendar was first introduced, it was mainly introduced as a stopgap introduction by Callie Shane when she first started working at Scopely, but it was never improved upon until Tex got here. What's up, Mercer? Mercy? We're talking about Mercer too much. I'm not sure what the hell was happening. Why do they keep nerfing rewards? Have they been nerfed? I thought they got buffed. Like they're in milestones now. I think that's a buff. You get 1% of the character every time. Not that much, but yeah, you get 1% of the character every time. Still 2k here, top rewards. Still 1k in raids, top rewards. They keep messing around with faction stuff. That I'll agree. The faction stuff it's gone down to like 650 cards sometimes. It's like, I don't know. If it's going to be so low, it needs to be a choice box. It should only be low if it's a choice box. If it's a particular character, it should always be pretty high. Igor, I mean, it's empty right now, but I mean, I can if you really want me to. There you go. There you go. Empty. I don't know if beta's still live. Let's see. I think beta's ended now. Yeah, beta's ended. I mean, I can go back to beta and see and check it out there. Why is it promoting this on beta? I don't think you see the promo here. So like in the black market in beta, there was Priya and there was Pete, but that was to like promote stuff for the missions. I couldn't complete the missions. I don't know if anyone else did. I got to like 148 on my second character that I needed to get. Like, I don't think you could complete the missions unless you were in Survivors Club. Unfortunately, it was really badly done. So it wasn't like a really good test. Messed up. Your game is working? Yeah, you just have to uninstall and reinstall if you're having issues. Make sure you've got like 300 to 500 megabytes of space on your device, on your main device, not your SSD cards or SD card or whatever it's called. I feel much better than I did an hour ago. Good. This event was great. I got Doc, Ty, and second Dylan from Well You See. This is personally how I always look about events. Events aren't good or bad based on what you get out of it. Like, if there's RNG involved. Events are good and bad about the experience of the event. I don't think this is a great experience. I think it's not as bad as it was initially, but like the grind for these stuff is really bad. Really bad. This top one here, the Hell World 125 times, is impossible to do without buying 75 keys. I don't even know if anyone who's a whale would buy that, you know? It'll be interesting to see if Scopely actually track how many people... I'm pretty sure I've taken this one. But it'll be interesting to see if Scopely track how many people get certain things. And to understand what that means, is these keys here, right? You have to buy 75 of those. Which is kind of crazy. And I think you also have to get another... I think you have to get an extra 75 of these as well. I could be wrong. You need to get 375 of these total and buy 75 of these. Which isn't mad. I think getting the extra hell runes isn't too bad now, but... yeah. And how much is that offer? $18.99. Yeah. Yeah. I think they're better off, like, because I don't think they know what people want. Like, you see this offer has so much of everything in here. If someone buys it, how does Scopely know what that people wanted out of that? Someone could see one thing in this and go, hey, that's actually a pretty good bag. You get extra stuff as well. But like, we talked about this so much before. GBZ has talked about it as well. Like, where like the offer's just got so much in it. Scopely can't have any idea why people want to buy that. Like right now, if someone bought that, why did they buy it? Did they buy it for the 5-star tokens, the weapon tokens, or the gear markers, or whatever it is, the gear elite item tokens? Did they buy it for all of it? You know? Like here, it's just all trainers, so it doesn't really matter what trainers they're here. That's fine. That looks good, right? That actually might be slightly better value than the other thing that we did. Actually, no, I don't think it is. No, it's not. It's not. If this is all trainers, see, this is fine because it doesn't matter what trainer it is. It's just all XP, right? But then when it's just got like a real just a variance of stuff. Even though it's all to do with this event, some people don't want these anymore. Some people might particularly want certain things. Same deal here. One hell rune, one heaven rune. The end, and it's like really high percentage of getting that as well. See, they even make the heaven rune stuff harder to get when you need it more. Like, this is what I never understand. The hell rune stuff, like, no one really wants it right now, and they're given basically 50% chance of getting something that was useless to you. Like, make me want to buy something, you know? Make me want to spend my coins. Make me at least go, oh, that could be good. You know? That isn't what I'm feeling right now. And that one, oh, that could be good. I'm not going to spend 425 coins on it, but yeah, that could be good. That's a terrible one, of course. Like that one, it's alright. It's pretty decent. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. We talked about this a lot. Moan, moan, moan. Moan, moan, moan. Okay. Let's get back into some of this and I'll check your comments. Defense mods for Princess, yeah, for sure. For sure. I'll do a raid with Princess piece of cake and you can kind of see how I do things. And I will not use Doc. I won't use Doc. Actually, I don't know how to play without Doc anymore now. How do you play the game without Doc Stevens, guys? Badly, I'm gonna guess. Is she S class or 6-star? Even if she's, doesn't matter. S class or 6-star. I'll definitely do it offensive for both. I swear the gold brick shows up twice sometimes. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. How do you play? Oh, Guo. Okay, yeah. Guo's, I guess he's decent. The only thing that's bad about Guo, and I guess I kind of feel sorry for Link with this, is Link got S-class Guo, right? And then gets Doc Stevens, who's better than Guo, like in terms of what they're gonna do. Like why she got him anyway. So it's like grind 10,000 collection items to get a character that gets outclassed by a 6-star. Like that. Not even any debate, just like straight away. Straight away. But I would actually think, I think that if Guo, does his 6-star have a decent active? Is it only 35% on his 6-star? I'm gonna guess it's low on his 6-star. %30. That enough? No, it's not really enough, is it? Would that be enough on a fast alert team? Let me think. How many 8% would you need? There aren't really any alert characters, but there is no fast alert team at the moment, but you need a bunch of 8%s because you can get like just over 50% of your AP from a basic attack. So you need what? 1, 2, probably 3 8%s on, and then you'd be able to get an active for 76 AP. Yeah. Game broke for me, still on Apple. Uninstall, reinstall. Basically, yeah. Turn off, turn on again. There is an update and it sometimes cannot update properly, so just make sure you like uninstall it, reinstall it. I don't see Guo anymore. This dude. He's an attacking character mainly. I have seen him a little bit on defense team. It's mainly because of the active, right? Because his active is turn 2 and it does exactly the same as what a Doc Stevens does. It's just a little bit late and there's no control. This is what I said about Doc Stevens. The thing I realized of how powerful he is. It isn't like his AP gain is strong. Like this is exactly the same. AP gain is strong. But the thing that makes Doc Stevens insane is the control. Definitely that control. Okay, so I'll attack with Princess. I'll do a proper attack. So you can sort of see what I so I've been using that team a little bit as well, just because I was putting Princess in You Got Luckies. So I never make Princess rush, basically. I always have my other characters rush. And then Princess is gonna maybe get her rush from the 40% gains, but maybe not, you know? So like she doesn't. Now, no matter what, I would do her active, right? But I'm gonna see if I can just slay out a lion. And I'll be able to kill these two and do extra damage. Is it a 1 turn? Yeah, okay, it's 1 turn, that's good. So now I've controlled these guys. Now you could say, oh, I command her, right? It's better not to, in my opinion, because she'll get this 60% buff. Look at her attack boost right now. Like 6.5k, 8k Pete is pretty decent. It's literally nothing to Princess. Literally nothing. She's so good. I love her. And that's how you use Princess, in my opinion. Never command her. Never active command her. Always, like, just rush turn 3 after she gets hit a couple of times. Basically. Team Clem. To be honest, I'd use Guo over Doc on my Raoul team for anti-Jackie, so if he gets confused turn 1, he's still on the team if he's active. Yeah, Guo is good against Angel. As long as you can control Angel, she's good against Angel lead teams, and I guess she's good against. I mean, he's good against any of those RNG teams because he can survive a little bit better. But when a neutralize comes into the game, that's where you're gonna have issues. Although you're not gonna get 90% on turn 1, so it's not gonna be too bad. Not gonna be too bad. I'll show you my Princess mods. They might be a little bit all over the place. I'm not 100% certain where they're at, but I think they're the same as my guide video. Because I do use her on my defense team, so I do want to not get her destroyed too much by boss characters. But I can't use her against certain teams. I mean, she's not offensive, so I could take her against a whatchamacallit. I could, like, if I take her against an Angel, she'll be Daze turn 1, doesn't matter. She's got a turn 2 active, so it makes no difference. She doesn't need Daze resist. If I take her against a Jackie, she'll be confused, but she's got no real attack. Her first turn, she doesn't do much attack. She'll do reasonable damage, but she hasn't got any mods. She's got a heavy multiplier potentially. Most people will have 40% there, but this is just to. I'm not really sure what to use in the bottom left-hand corner. Like I've said before, auxiliary mods need a little bit of a boost. I think they need something else. She's only going to basic attack once in the first 3 turns, so that's the issue. That's why Rampage isn't good for her. That's why anything offensive in the auxiliary slot isn't really that useful. But this is literally just for Mercer. I need better percentages, but that's literally just for Mercer. I think I can probably improve a lot of stuff on her and all of my characters realistically. But now we've got multiple leads. I did talk about this as well. Like, you can start building anti-teams, right? I think I started doing that down the bottom just as an example. Did I? Yeah, I did. So like, there's 3 teams, right? So like anti-Pete, anti-Laupo, anti-Aaron. Like in terms of just like trait matchups, and then you can have then you can go for like some side thing. Like you're gonna have like an anti-Jackie team now. Yeah. And then anti-Jackie can be more like a bleed team. So you're not going to be doing much damage. Yeah, I understand. So you're not going to be doing much damage. So you could like do, this sort of team, just to get it started, and then you can decide if you want to do it that way. But it really depends on what other characters get released with Jackie. It's kind of hard to know now. Like if she gets some offensive team characters that can be built with her, I guess you could like use the gentleman and stuff, but I mean, it's risky with those sort of characters. I'm just waiting to see what the next, like, medic. I reckon there's going to be a medic, a shield, and a defense team, like, tank. That's what my reckoning is, as 3 of the characters that are going to come with Jackie. And maybe a controller. So like those 4. Why Graze and not Reflect? Because I don't want to give AP. I think using Reflect on attack teams is generally a bad idea. Using it on a defense team is good, but on an attack team not so much. Just, I don't like giving AP if I can help it. Because some characters, all I need is like 1 AP a lot of the time. Especially these 66 AP characters. Because on one basic attack from a 66 AP character, they can get between 42 and 56 AP, right? And if you've attacked them once already, or, you know, whatever, there's a command, or there's a lot. Basically 90% of the raids I go in, no one's got 0 AP on the start. A lot of people have got like 8% weapons, 20% weapons, so a lot of the time people are really close to rushes already. It'll be fine on the taunted attacks, but it's the first turn that I'm scared of, because she can still get attacked that first turn. If I reflect then they could get commanded. And it's just, yeah. Sometimes it's paid off for me when it's happened on the defense team. It's rare, but it has paid off for me. I'm just starting a personal collection of survival road characters. Hey, it's always good. I basically kept hold of all the Telltale characters I've got. So I've got a unique character of everyone. And dupes I get rid of, but I love the Telltale characters. Now, if I get my big pulls on this Hell Wheel, one of the characters I actually want is that Dorian. But she's one of the hardest Telltale characters to get. Because you can't work towards her as an S-class character. You're going to basically have to RNG luck your way into getting her. And she's not common. Like, she's not like a Slater where she's a good advertisement. I think they put her in here because she's kind of like not seen as that good. And she's just kind of a fluff character. But another character used to be hard. I'm not sure how hard he is now. But Conrad, the 4-star Telltale character, was really difficult. It was only available on Prestige. And now they've removed 4 stars from Prestige, so I don't know if he's in the 4-star wheel or something now. There are some really hard characters to come by. And of course, massive underrepresentation of Season 2. I don't think they'll ever change it. I hope they do, but I think there needs to be like 2 or 3 characters from Season 2 added. But Dorian the other day, yeah, a bunch of people would have got Dorian. Because she's on the Hell token well. I'm jealous. If I get her in one of my regions, I'll be reasonably happy, you know? Like, she's up there with Doc Stevens for me right now in terms of what I want off that wheel. Like, I've already got a Doc, so it's like, if I get her or Doc, I'll be mad happy. Ah, you got her in a single pool, eh? Nice. Oh, there we go. It's at 100. Yeah. So the next one I've got to go proper ham. I probably need to get like at least, I'd say at least like 150, which is doable, I think. I counted how it worked. It seemed to be like every 1k points that I got. Sorry, every 2k points that I got 1 key, 1 rune. Like 2k points for rune. So it's like 1 can got me a rune a lot of the time. Or just under a 1 can, like 3 attacks. It seemed to be about a 30-40% drop rate in war compared to raids. It seemed to be pretty nice. I love Doc too. Yeah, Doc can definitely make the difference. But mine would just be greed, so I got a second Doc so I can do confuse resist. But definitely would take it still. I've got some. Okay, we're done on this region. We did our attack here just to get on the boards, which doesn't mean much, but yeah, I'm on the board. Spin the wheel for my bro and got him Dylan. Hey, congrats! Dylan's like the one you want for sure. I'd take Dylan over anyone just because that's 2k cards. The only S-class ascendable there. I can see that, yeah. You gotta want it. You gotta want it. So what was I doing here? Leveling up. I need like 400 and ish. 400 and something. I think I'm gonna max him. I can ascend him as well. Okay. No, it's not gonna give me many points, is it? 61. How many points does this give me? Oh, that's nice. Okay, that's good. Okay. I need food and 2 stars. 2 stars are in here. Food is in here. Is this the one that just got added yet? It's already annoying me. Okay, we use, I think it was 3, 4, 5, 6, alright. And then we'll get him to tier 4. Nice. How many points do I need now? Because what I might do is hold on to him a little bit. Because I could probably go in on a level up a little bit easier in this region. Not that I really care. I think I'll just level him. I need like 300k. Should be pretty easy to get. Oops. Okay. 70, 85 even. Conrad ties that bind. Was that the 4-star? I think so. I think so. He's a tough character. He's the treacherous guy from season. Did I not claim 2 stars? He's the treacherous guy from season 3. Basically, the one that turns on Clementine. I mean, I kind of understand why, but at the same time, no, bruh. Nope. Let's lock these, because you know. I think that's it. That's what I needed. 770. Should be good. Yeah. Over the past 5 days, I got 5-star Dayu, I got Fast Lydia, and from the 5-star wheel. Fast Lydia from the 5-star wheel, and L from the Hell wheel. So I'm excited. Nice. That's pretty cool, man. I really like Fast Lydia, even though she's like, she's kind of done. She's still kind of cool 6-star to have in, especially in. Like, walkers into humans on SR, she's really useful. She's massive. Basically, it gives your team a massive shield going into the human stages. What's the quickest way to gain solo league trophies? There's no real individual way of doing it. You just have to kind of do everything. Like, you have to do arenas, which gives league tokens. You have to do raids, like the tournaments, because of the league tokens. I definitely hit 2.4k in raids if you can. You have to place in leagues, but doing those other things should help you place in leagues. Yeah, you just got to basically do everything. But the one thing you can sort of like, it can help you is being in a decent faction, so that you're just like in a high league. Like, even though it doesn't mean that much, I'm getting 8k from being in a faction every week. I think these numbers have probably changed. I think this needs to be like doubled, or maybe even tripled. Like solo, maybe one can be all can be doubled. Like, yeah, but we're talking like, what's this? Half a GPS a week. When you need 5 GPS and 5 canteens to do tier 4 of an S class. So getting half of one a week is just a bit like, it's just underwhelming. Same sort of deal here. I mean, both of those added together is like 1, but still, that means it takes 10 weeks at my level, not even a new player at my level, to get enough from doing these position stuff. So that should be at least doubled in my opinion. There we go. Is that all I wanted, right? Just to get the Arab cards. Yeah, okay. Okay. What's up, Emilio? Hello. I wanted Harrison so bad when he first came out. Now I have 2 of him. He can be useful. You've got Arab, right? Have you got Priya? That's a really good lead for those 2. Okay, guys, let me check how many likes we got on the stream today. No one asked for likes, so 62. Nice, guys, nice. Thank you very much for hitting the like button. Did good. 62 likes. Appreciate it. Check that out in a minute. Let me see. It's getting boosted. I can see it. 66. Guys, you're mad. Thank you so much. 68. There we go. What's up, Jelly? Stream is working. Yeah, managed to fix it on Tuesday. Yeah, I managed to fix it on Tuesday. I was mad on Tuesday, I'll be honest. Just keep on saying likes. Is Alert Jessie still usable? She's more of a defense team character. She was meant to be an S-class character. Like, my assumption is she was meant to be an S-class character, and they dumped her down to, like, they dumped her stats down to 6-star, but left her rush at S-class. Because I might make a video about this. Like, this is just an assumption. Honestly, I've never asked anyone at Scopely if this is the case, but I'm pretty sure this has got to be the way it was. Where is she? There she is. If you remember, what happened was she had her stats. Her rush was much weaker than this, and then she was released quite early, and then she was removed and then re-released with like her rush was like doubled or tripled or something in terms of what it did. And it almost looked like she went to an S-class character without being an S-class character. And I think it happened because that's when all the Players United stuff was happening. And it was really a lot of negativity was in the game around S-class characters. Because she would have been the second S-class character, right? Yeah. She would have been the second one. Pete. And then it would have been Jessie as the second one. Now, they did release Priya 2 weeks later. Or whatever it was. A week later. But I think they wanted to let it cool down a little bit and not let the release rate be so high, because they started alternating, right? Elena, then Lao Po, then Jie Feng. It's crazy that she came out after Lao Po. Like, I don't know. It just in my head, that's really crazy, especially considering she was in leagues. Especially. So yeah, they still started alternating a little bit, but I'm pretty sure she was meant to be an S-class character. It's just a shame she's defensive. Like, because she's got really low stats, she's not really that good on a defense team. Jessie is like a 6.5 star. Yeah, it's weird, right? Her stats just make her a 6-star though. Like, yeah. She was broken before S-class happened. To a certain extent. Yeah, to a certain extent. Congrats on it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Jelly. Yeah, 10k subs, crazy. I think we're already going up. You know, it's already going up. Let me just check what we're at right now. Check in studio. I'm already at 17. past 10,000. Like, still booming, guys. I'm not sure what we're gonna do for like the next goal. Like tomorrow, I'm doing a video. I'm gonna tell you guys straight up. There's gonna be a giveaway tomorrow in the video, so make sure you tune into that. But I'm not sure what the next goal should be. If I'm gonna do another giveaway in the future, I'm not sure what. But we'll see. I wanted to start doing giveaways on a more regular basis, but because a lot of them, the ideas I had were physical and what's going on, I don't want to be sending people stuff in at the moment, you know? I can only see the 10k. Yeah, I see the full number in the back end of it, but you see it like rounded to like 10.1 or whatever. 25k. I mean, yeah, that's a long-term goal, but I mean, in terms of like a goal for short-term goal for more like promotional stuff. Like if I hit 12.5k or something, or I might do another giveaway, that sort of thing. I hate the YouTube sub count. I think they did it because they didn't like third-party sites tracking people's numbers. And it did kind of create a lot of toxicity between people's channels. And like people were focusing too much on that sort of stuff. I mean, people still can. It's just harder to focus on other people's gains as much. But I mean, I can check out other people's channels. I think Xiafeng was a 6-star because of the bleed meta at the time, making her S class would have been brutal. No, I mean like, yeah, I don't mean it like that. I just mean she was so recent. It just feels not much longer ago. It's crazy. She came out after Raulito, right? No, before him. Yeah, see, that's weird, right? Because I remember there was a lot of people asking for Xiafeng to be re-released because Raulito had been released. Because, yeah, so this is what they don't. This is what Road to Survival doesn't do, which some other games do. What other games do is they plan a 5-character or maybe even 6-character attack team where you can use 5 of those characters, and they don't release them all at the same time, but they actually tell you what they're going to be like all at the same time. And what happens there is the community gives their feedback on the characters and says like things like that character's a bit too weak. I'm mainly talking about like Marvel Strike Force here because this is how they do it in Marvel Strike Force. And then sometimes they do small tweaks based on community feedback, but the team's meant to work together. It's meant to be like a good team. So like Wales will see this team and go, hey, I like this full team together. I'll buy the entire thing. Or there'll be like maybe one of those characters that can be used on other teams as well. Like it will have some usage, and then you can be like, oh, I only want that one character to use on another team and stuff. So that's what they don't do in this, and they could easily do that. I imagine they brought out like they released information on like they could have done it on the Telltale characters, right? They could have had it like Clementine, Lewis. Let's just say other characters that didn't exist, or like AJ, Violet, for instance, which doesn't exist, and then they could have had a Lee, right? Just randomly. It doesn't make any sense, but a Lee, and then it could have been like literally a 5-man squad that worked together, and like a bonus character like Kenny or something. And you knew all the stats, you knew everything. One of them was a leader, and you knew how it all worked together. That would have been really cool. They don't do that. Like for instance, like right now, the perfect example is Jackie. People have to buy Jackie, assuming there's characters coming. Whereas if they knew, they'd have more like reason to get her, right? They'd have more reason to get her. Like if they knew that, let's say AJ was due to work with her, or like some next character, some healer, or some tank, or maybe a shield. It'd just be, I don't know, make people, and then they could say like there's an event character coming out that will work. I mean, I guess you could say Dylan to a certain extent, but I don't think so somehow. I don't think so somehow. Okay. Just chatting, guys, just chatting. You know me. What's the giveaway? You'll find out tomorrow, but it's good. It's good. I'm happy with it. Really happy with it. Anyone drunk in quarantine? No. I don't get drunk when I'm not in quarantine, but yeah. I'm not drunk in quarantine either. It's funny that we didn't get a new S-Class promo. It's weird, isn't it? Like I theorize something big is happening. It could just be that, I mean, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I think that's a nice idea, but I'm not sure they can even plan the next week. No, but they did it once. They did do this once. They did it for, they can check back on my channel. I think they did it for the Christmas characters in 2017. or 18. I think it was for the new threat characters. They just released the information on all of them, and the characters didn't actually work together very well, but they released the information on all of the new threat characters all at the same time. And I think, yeah, I mean, and you don't realize this, Bloodline, but like, I know a lot of information around these stuff. Like, a lot of these characters were like known 2-3 months ago, you know. For instance, like Jackie, Ivanova, Erin. The design process is much longer than you probably realize. You know, months. Because like, yeah, it can take a long time. It has to go through testing as well, which can take weeks to make sure everything's like balanced to a certain extent compared to other S-Class characters. The longer they take, the better generally it is. You know, sure, you can have characters come out that are very strong, and every character that comes out initially it always feels way powerful because it's something new and hard to deal with, but I just tried something cheeky. Okay. 1 second, just banning someone. See ya later. Just tried something cheeky, but it didn't work. I tried to claim all on all those old coins in your inbox on mini regions. The coins flash up in the top right and then go away a few seconds later. What you mean? Oh, okay, yeah, that's kind of cool. I'm sure they're planning a few months for new events and new characters. There are definitely some rushed events and rushed characters. It's pretty obvious when it happens, though. For instance, Sheila seemed mad rushed. Like it was almost as if like they just didn't have a character available, and it was like, we need an S-Class character in here, and they just slapped one together really quickly. Because it did seem like a really kind of garbage character. But she has got her good uses. I'm not going to slam her too much, but it's mainly like faction assault, which you don't really know. Yeah. Man, look how tanky. I've come up against this Sadiq a couple of times. He's not got a leader skill, and he somehow tanks Heng Yen and Priya basic attacks. He won't tank it if they both double attack though, but how has he managed that? He's only got 3k defense. That's the weird bit. I've come up against him a few times. I can't wait to upload my RE3 hardcore playthrough. My friend is taking... Oh, he's editing it for you. That's cool, man. Are you doing it in one big video, or are you doing it in like episodes? Sadiq is still usable. I mean, I use him. He's in my attack team right now. But he's mad tanky in that team. It's hard to get HP on him though. And have defense. I mean, I'm pretty sure I have identical weapon. I don't know. Okay, guys. I think we're gonna leave the stream here. Let me check out how many likes we hit in the end. We were at 62, 72 guys. We've got another 10. Thank you very much for hitting the like button. I appreciate it. We are going to stream on Saturday. We're going to stream some War, probably for like 3 hours. So I'll hopefully see you then. I've got some weapons cooking. Well, I haven't actually, or do I? Yeah, I do have some weapons cooking. So I'll try and get some weapons cooking on this region as well for that. I'll try and hit this when it comes up. And then we'll have some weapon opens on Saturday as well if I can get them going. Okay, I messed up. So I'll try and get one weapon going, I guess, for Saturday. But yeah, that is the end of my stream today, guys. Thank you very much for the kind words about me hitting 10,000 subscribers, obviously. Thank you very much if you are a subscriber. I honestly never thought I'd get to this. Check out for my video tomorrow that I'll be obviously gushing over the fact that, you know, you guys support my channel and everything. But I very much appreciate it. Hopefully see you on my Saturday stream. If not, next Tuesday, and next Thursday I'll probably stream as well here on YouTube. That is the end of my stream tonight though, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. And as always, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving. Goodbye, goodbye.